Oh, hi guys. Can you hear me okay? Is the audio all right on this? The struggle is real. Hi. Oh my gosh. I'm like shaking. Of course it would go wrong. I tell you, I did the test last night. No issues. No issues whatsoever. And then of course when I go to do it for real. Problems. All right, let me close out of this old one and see. I was following it on my laptop while streaming on the iPad, and now I'm just all discombobulated. Let's see. Is it bad quality for you guys? It looks really bad quality on my laptop. Hi, Iceland. We got a lot of people from all over the place, which is super, super cool. Okay, good. I'm glad it's just my laptop. Oh, okay. Let's warm up. Let's chit chat for a little bit before we get started so I can calm down off of that. That was stressful. UK? Where else are we from? Hi, Jay. Oh my goodness. I was all excited too leading up. I was probably watching my screen for, I want to say, the first, I don't know, like 15 minutes before I was supposed to go live, just watching you guys comment and get all excited. And I was so happy. And then, of course, hit go live and it gives me problems. London, Australia, Sweden, India. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. It is so good to see you guys. I'm so sorry about the hiccups, but we'll try this StreamYard. I hope once it gets over to YouTube, there'll be no drama there. I'm sure there will be, because why not? Oh, gosh. All right. Let me get my life sorted out here. Oh, now here's hoping. Sorry, now I'm going to have to try and figure out StreamYard and how to work it. All I need to know, prepping artists, because you seem to be like the one that knows all of this, is how to flip the camera orientation. Because I'm going to record with the back camera for my actual like coloring part. And I don't see the little whoop whoop symbol anywhere. Let's see, yeah. Oh, what did I do? Oh, that's better. I'm not ultra wide. Oh, I see. And then I can flip to the back. Oh, for my things. Okay, got it figured out. Kind of. Oh, let me cover the camera with my finger. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna have to make do with that. Invite yourself on a second device. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Okay, let me just email myself real quick the link and see if I can't get invited on my laptop so that I can have like my face on the laptop and then the art on the iPad. That would be the easiest. Bear with me. Oh, I didn't realize the screen would go black. I'm still here if you guys can still hear me. Okay, and we're back. Now let me just check on my laptop. Oh, thank you, David. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay, I think I got it. Let me see. So funny. I have to have a display name for this. So it's just Ashley and Ashley 2. Backstage. Okay, now I gotta let myself in. And to stage. Woo! We've got 2 views. Okay, so now let me see if I can get this one set up properly. Settings. Back camera. Okay. Getting set up. Oh, happy birthday, Tasia. We can go a little higher. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think we are good to go. Okay. So everybody can see me. Everybody can hear me. And we have the view of the book now. There is clearly a very big delay between what I'm saying and then what you guys are answering. Okay, great. I'm glad we've got the views all sorted out. And somebody asked about the shop link. It's www.artwithash.com. I can put it in the chat, I think. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I guess I can't type because, well, let's try. Let's try. Oh, okay. Yes, here we go. And it is not live yet. It's going live at 5 p.m. my time. Right now it's 4. So now it is 1:04. So in about 4 hours. Okay. All right. I need to shake it off, and I think I just want to start coloring. That'll always make me feel better. I am so sorry about all that drama. It's like my worst nightmare to have had that happen too. I have the worst stage fright ever. It's like a childhood trauma thing. When I was young, I loved to perform. Anything I could to perform were amazing things for me. I would do plays, I would make movies, I would just perform for like the family and sing, dance, all that. And I used to love doing, what am I trying to say? Talent shows at school. And every year I was in the talent show. Well, one year, my sister, myself, and a mutual friend of ours decided to do a lip sync and dance to Jennifer Lopez's Waiting for Tonight. And through all of our rehearsals, we had been using my CD, and that was fine. And then for whatever reason, on the day of the performance, our friend insisted that we use hers. And apparently it was all scratched. So we were on stage and it started skipping. I mean, you know, the like scene from Mean Girls where the boombox starts skipping, it was just like that. And it was so embarrassing. And I just, ever since then, have been totally camera shy, stage fright, all that. And yeah, go figure. It's like one of my worst fears was that there would be technical difficulties today. And it happened. It's gonna happen. All right. Ashley Monet. All right, I think we should definitely, oh, the prepping artist, you are the best. I think we should start with an easy one, kind of coast in here. What's everybody else working on today? How many of you are coloring in this book with me? How many of you are doing your own art? I'd love to know. This book has a really good variety too of like simple things, more complex designs, a lot of spooky cute, but you know me, I can definitely make it spooky. That is the plan. Maybe these candles will be good to start. They're kind of simple. Kind of doing art, kind of working on a school project. Okay. Yes. I know, since Eddie, you're doing yours. It's so cool. Like being on YouTube, it is the best art community. And I've gotten to meet so many other artists, not just from the 50-person collab, but just in general, like you guys, my audience, commenters. And yeah, we've got some really, really good artists along with us. Oh, I'm sorry your belly hurts, Daria. Might work on creating. Okay. Midnight in India, and you're awake watching this, watching me struggle. Poor you. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. That is so great. You guys are watching from so far. Like, that means so much. All right, let's see. To be clear, just out of curiosity, because I muted my laptop and the audio is picking up off of the iPad. Is there like a delay in me talking and what you guys hear? Because if so, I could probably mute the iPad and then use the audio on my laptop. Oh, it's saved. Okay, good. Perfect. You know what? I think I want to do this one. Where are my clips? My trusty clips. I get a lot of questions about these clips. Oh, and it's funny. They're actually from Dollar Tree. They were just like magnetic clips for the refrigerator. But they are tried and true. They work so great. And I've gone back a couple times and have not found them. So I feel bad that I can't like recommend, oh, this is where you get them. They might not be there anymore. But I'm sure, you know, Amazon has everything. Probably find some magnet clips. And the magnets don't have any function other than they make it nice and heavy. So they really help keep the book propped open. Okay, let's pick some colors. I like to use this little color swatch guide and pick out all of my colors before I even get started. Just makes the coloring process go a little smoother, easier. Okay. Let's do G1, 1, 3. Yep, the clipboard is out. Oh my gosh. You guys are so great. I was so nervous for this. And y'all are being just wonderful, wonderful. 370. And I'm a terrible multitasker, so I'm going to try and be working in this and be checking the comments at the same time. But if I missed your comment and it was something like significant, just go ahead and comment it again. Hopefully I'll catch it the second or third time around. Christy, you're going to color the chicken witch? I want to do that at some point today. They're definitely, I don't want to get stuck into a box because there's a lot of really good ladies in here, like the Frankenstein lady. And yeah, I love drawing and coloring pretty girls. That's just what I love to do. But I want some variety today. And then we'll do artwork. Okay. I think we'll start there. We might zhuzh it up with some colored pencils, but this one's easy, so we don't have to go crazy with the colors. You know what? Actually, we don't have to go crazy with the colors, but I'm going to add another one. Oh, the chicken witch page. Somebody wants to see it. Hold on. Let's see. Where are you? There's the chicken witch. That will definitely be on at some point today. Let me see what else. I want to do the Scully Pop for sure. I feel like I should do the Bat Cat at some point because a lot of people really wanted like a Bat Cat for the little shop mascot. Maybe this little bony hand. Where are all my girls? Yeah, I love this zombie girl. I'll definitely do that one. Lots of little animals. I like that one too. Oh, and this one, the mushrooms with the eyes. Love that. And of course, this hot vamp girl in the bag. But I'll never get to any of them if we don't get started. People watching are probably like, just start coloring already. Gosh. So I like to start with my shadows. I'm sure anybody who's watched enough of my videos kind of knows my process because it's pretty much the same every time. Yeah, I like to go dark to light. I think it just helps a lot with the blending on alcohol markers. I love alcohol. I love alcohol markers. They're definitely like one of my favorites. I actually am going to be getting some alcohol markers from Grabby, and I'm excited to try those. It's hard though, because I never know if I can endorse an alcohol marker because it's all about how they last. That first batch that I had was a super cheap brand, super cheap, and they work amazing when you apply them. I mean, they apply just like Ohuhus do. And the issue has just been with their longevity, and they fade horribly. And I know all alcohol markers fade, like that is just a reality, but there's no reason my art should be gone within like a couple of months. And so far, knock on wood, the Ohuhus look exactly the same as they did the day that I used them. Now bear in mind that was like a month ago, so stay tuned and we'll see. But yeah. And friendly reminder with any sort of product, I never accept payment for those videos. I like to just do like a clean, you give me your product and I'll make a video about it, just because when you do a paid partnership, usually there's a script that they want. And, you know, I feel like a lot of times it's really hard for creators at that point to say like, didn't like this about it. And I want to tell you guys what I do and don't like. So, and so far, I mean, Ohuhu's good. I do think there are cheaper alternatives. So, I, off of Amazon, bought CaliArt alcohol markers, and those are a bit cheaper than the Ohuhus, and so far seem to be about the same quality. I'm kind of getting a little bit of a look ahead test on them when I apply Mod Podge. It's like Mod Podge is the destroyer of alcohol markers. So when you apply it, if it's a bad quality marker, you're going to have some side effects. And with that first super cheap set I had, oh my gosh, as soon as you apply, I would talk about it all the time. Like, my colors are changing. There's a shift happening. I don't know what to do about it. And with Ohuhus, they don't change. So that is a good indicator that, okay, maybe these will hold out. But I will say the CaliArts don't either. So Master's Touch, Jay says. I will definitely have to look into those. This is like the best part of doing the YouTube thing, is now I get to just look into all these different products. I've never had more art supplies in my life. And I'm a cheap girl. I really am. I don't like expensive stuff at all. Never have, even clothes, things of that nature. Like, I'm just not a brand baby, and I always want a discount. That's what makes me feel on top of the world, is when I got something that somebody else has and it's more expensive, the one that they have, and I have something just as good that didn't cost me much. I don't know. I don't like to flaunt the brand. I like to stack my cash. Call me crazy. Hobby Lobby 50% off for the Master's Touch. Okay. Well, there goes my money. Thanks. That's the funniest thing. I finally, I'm monetized on YouTube, and I started doing commissions, which was bringing in some good money. And it's like, it all just goes back to art supplies. I have yet to, I need to start storing it away like a squirrel with its nuts for the winter. Stop turning around and buying more supplies. Especially because I'm in such a small space. So it's like, I don't have all of the storage space to have a zillion and one things. Vicious cycle. Absolutely it is. I'm so glad it's October 1st. I am 100% in the spooky season mood. I've mentioned in my videos I have like a crappy HOA, and they don't let me decorate but 30 days in advance. So today is the first day I'm allowed to have Halloween decorations out. And I'm like, of course, I've got like the live stream, I've got a shop launch, but you best believe I don't care if I'm staying up till 1 a.m. I am putting my decorations out today. We had a neighbor that put out a pumpkin, and I was like, ooh, Diane Miller, because she's the head of the HOA who always writes the citations and stuff. I'm like, she's going to get ya. And sure enough, today they don't have their pumpkin out. I'm like, ah, come on. Well, now you can, you guys. Today you can. It's brutal. But I guess HOAs can be a good thing. Our first house, we lived next to somebody who built a metal rocket ship in their front yard, and just, that was what we got to see every day. Halloween ideas for the kids. Ooh, let's see. So we did just get their costumes. Landon is going to be a shadow demon. He loves the creepy stuff like I do, which just warms my heart. But it's basically like an all black bodysuit with these like pointy long fingers and then just glowing red eyes. Whatever works for him. And then Phoebe wants to be a shark because of something that she saw on Amazon. I was just like going through the kids' costumes, and there was an advertisement. It's actually a blanket, but it's like a massive shark blanket that just covers your whole head, and it's so freaking cute on her. But so she's going to be a shark. We used to do like group costumes, and I have a feeling that nothing's going to be cohesive this year. So I don't know what Cody and I are going to be. We always do a couple thing. And one that I've always wanted to do is Axl Rose and Slash from Guns N' Roses. I think I'd make a good Slash. Shadow Hunters. Oh, I've never seen that before. Huh. Maybe. Could be. I do not know what the Shadow Demon is from, but I mean, it just kind of seems like a generic scary costume. It didn't say like officially licensed or anything like that. So maybe, possibly, perhaps. I'm not sure. But I definitely want to try and go ham with the activities this year. I feel like last year, because I was just starting my channel and I was definitely like mind somewhere else. We didn't do much. We didn't even carve pumpkins last year, which was super lame. We bought the pumpkins and did not carve them. They rotted on Halloween night. Oh, bad mom award. I need to make more memories with my kids. Dang it. It's hard though sometimes, especially Landon. Oh my gosh, that kid just wants to hole up in his room with his games, and I take him anywhere and he acts like it's torture. So I don't know. We do what we can. Certainly a different generation now. And I always told myself I'd be one of those parents that's like, go outside, play with your friends. Well, none of his friends are outside, so he doesn't want to be either. But yeah, what are your guys' favorite Halloween activities? Oh, yes, and horror films that you can recommend, because Cody and I have decided that this year we are going to do something where every day of the month of October, we're going to watch a new horror movie that we haven't seen before, because we've seen all of them. So I want to kind of like go nuts on Amazon Prime has a lot of, they look like horrible, not even B-rate, like C-rate horror movies. And I would love to just do one a day just to keep it interesting. But okay, let's see. What suggestions do we have here? Grotesquerie? Am I saying it right? Event Horizon. Oh, Jack Skellington and Zero. That's a cute little costume idea. Supernatural. Okay, somebody asked me about this because I guess looking at my art, they said that it's a show I would be into. And I started it and I need to continue on. I think I'm definitely still in the first season, and I felt like the whole like dad saga was just dragging a little bit. But also, it's like a show you can only watch at night because it is so dang dark. It's like if you want to watch it during the daytime, you have to fully shut down the house or you can't see a thing. But so far, I definitely like what I see. Candyman. Yep, Candyman. Lee's just going to go Candyman, Candyman, Candyman until we see. True crime is really good, too, for the people that aren't necessarily into the horror the way that some of us are. I don't know. I grew up watching horror, so it's never been anything that really bothers me. But I get it. There are some people that it's just like they cannot. Halloween, yes. Supernatural does drag. Yeah. Moderators on the streams. Oh, sorry. We're one-man operation here. And honestly, if I was to ever do a live stream again, I would probably do it on a day that Cody's here so he can at least like read some comments and, relay to me so I can just keep working while I answer. But I felt like the date was significant since this was the first, and it's my 1 year. So I was like, we're going to do it even though it's Tuesday. And honestly, like Phoebe's here. She's back in her bedroom, set up with an iPad. Great parenting right here. But she does like ABC Mouse, which is a little learning program. So I don't feel guilty about her having the screen time when she's actually learning. And they make it so fun. They make it like she always says, I want to play my games. And it's school. So if they can make her school feel like she's playing a game, I'm good with that. But yeah, got her hole up back there with a ton of snacks. She had lunch as soon as she got home from school. So hopefully we will be a little bit left alone by her. Don't count on it. She'll probably come out at some point. Something's not working. iPad kids aren't so bad. You know, they're seen and not heard, just saying. Oh, gosh. Thank you. Happy anniversary to me, they say. Yes, it feels wild. It definitely doesn't feel like a year. I feel like that year went really fast, honestly. And just ironically enough that we're coloring in an Anchored Art Designs book, because she was a big part of why I started YouTube. I fell in love with the Create This Book series and watching those videos. And she was one of the only creators that had actually like completed a book. And I love that because I hated getting invested in somebody's content and then they would just stop working in the book. And it's like, "Duh! I just want to see it finished." So then I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? I could do that. Babadook, yes. Actually, I didn't watch that until last year was the first year that I did. And that was extra creepy. I wasn't sold on the ending, like the bird situation, what it appeared to be. But everything leading up to was terrifying to me. And then for Christmas, we have this tree topper that's like a top hat. I had to do away with that because in the middle of the night, I'd go to get like a drink and see the Christmas tree with the little top hat. And I'm like, the Babadook, he's gonna get me. Oh, that was a good one. Refuse to watch Babadook. Well, fair enough. I will say you're not, I wouldn't say you're not missing much because it's a good movie, especially, horror. I feel like lately it's really hard to find a good horror movie that has a good, satisfying start, middle, and ending. Usually it drops the ball somewhere, but it's a good one. But also, if you don't want to be scarred for life anytime you see a top hat, maybe don't. Maybe don't. I probably should have done this butterfly a more fun color scheme. I'm just doing like a traditional monarch, but that's okay. It's orange and black. That's Halloween-y. So we're going Halloween-y here. Grave Encounters. Ooh. And I do love paranormal. I am not a skeptic. I know there are skeptics out there, but growing up, our house was across the street from a cemetery. So definitely witnessed some shit. There was some stuff. Oh, I've had stuff go flying off walls. I've had cupboards opening and closing by themselves. There was one time I was working on my computer and crystal clear right in my ear, somebody just said, "Hey, home." And I was home by myself. I got so scared. Do you plan on coloring your hair anytime soon? Okay, so I miss my hair already. I knew I would, but I did not like being locked in to a color. I'm very, I always say OCD and people are like, you're not diagnosed. You can't say that. Well, I dare I say don't need a diagnosis to know that I am about color. So there are a lot of different types of OCD, and the one where you're obsessed with color is involving the order or perfectionist OCD. And I truly cannot cope with colors that don't match. It bothers the heck out of me. So when I had colored hair, it would drive me nuts when I'm wearing something that doesn't match my hair. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually getting some platinum blonde extensions, like clip-ins, and then just doing all of the different colors, dyeing them each of the different colors semi-permanent. And then I can just clip in whatever color I want that day. And that way it can always match my outfit. Or if I don't feel like wearing them at all, I don't have to, and I could just be full on black that day. I think that might be what I do. Okay, I missed something. biggest painting you've painted? Um, so actually that's a good question that is relevant to right now, because I just finished a commission and this thing was a monster. I'd say the biggest I've done is a 24 by 36. So 2 feet by 4, or 2 feet by 3 feet. I'm real good at math. And I just did one of those. It's going all the way to Ireland. And a woman wanted me to commission her 4 dogs, and they're all like chewing on human bones. It was so much fun to do, but it took so long. And I honestly don't thrive with pieces like that, because I like to turn and burn. Like, I like to hyper focus and get in the zone and crank out a painting. And with that one, it's like I had to start and stop and work on it someday, and then take a break, and then work on it again, and then take a break. And yeah, that just does not suit my flow at all. But it came out great. I'll have to post pictures on the gram. I was actually going to do that, just like a photo dump of all the commissions I've been working on recently, because I haven't been recording them. I already feel like, my YouTube content was overwhelming as it was, so I didn't want to make a video out of each of these pieces. But there's been some really good ones, really good ones lately. So yeah, I'll do like an Instagram photo dump of some of the commissions that I've done recently. Paula's here. Hi, bestie boo. I love my creative Paula. Like, I'm so glad she jumped in so that we could talk about her, because we have been talking ever since we did our first collab, honestly, almost daily. We talk all the time via Instagram Messenger, and it's just so nice to have somebody to talk to about the YouTube stuff, because so few people get it. And even, Cody sees what I go through every day, but it's like, but you don't get, what the comments are like, what the people are like, kind of a thing. So it's nice to talk to Paula about it. And Cody even said that he never understood how people could get catfished before, until I started talking to Paula, because we have like a genuine friendship and we've never been in the same room together. It's all, digital and through texting and stuff like that. So I thought that was sweet of him to say. What happened? Oh, you didn't. Oh, Paula didn't make the premiere. Okay. Totally catfishing me. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you missed the drama, Paula. I had a heck of a time getting started here. It was not working out for me. I don't know why. I did a test live, and it was separate from this one. It wasn't like the same one that I had scheduled. I just did like a little unpublished live last night and made sure I could stream it from my laptop so that I could, know that everything was going to work fine. And not a hitch, but sure enough, as soon as we signed on, it would not let me go live. So now I'm going to have to go back through and edit the heck out of this and see, I don't know, like if I can change. I think the title's okay, but I didn't get to add a description or anything because I was just trying to hurry up and get live. But we got here. We got here. Favorite music genre? Ooh, that's hard, because I'm one of those people that back when iPods were a thing, if you put my stuff on shuffle, you'd be here and there and here and there and here and there. I would say my favorite is pop. I love a bunch of different kinds of pop, 80s, 90s, honestly, even way back in the 70s, like ABBA. Oh my gosh. 90s pop will always have a sweet spot in my heart, just because that's, was my favorite growing up. The Britneys, the Justins, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Aaron Carter, S Club 7. I made that page. So you guys know all that. But I also was raised on a lot of like hip hop. So I love the older stuff. I really struggle to listen to what's on the radio today with the synthesizers and the auto tune, and it just, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan now, but I'd say all the way up until like 2010, I was like, yes, I love me some hip hop. Um, Guilty pleasure is definitely like 2000s emo punk kind of music. The cheesy ones though, like I loved Simple Plan, Good Charlotte, My Chem. Oh gosh, yeah. And I like a lot of classic rock, pretty much anything from the 80s. Oh, love it. Oh, Paul did. Paul died from S Club 7. That's terrifying. He was so young. You saw Simple Plan 18 times? Krista, MVP. It's so funny because Landon loves them now. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're already in the teen angst phase. I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. Oh, we thought we had it so bad. And then we grew up. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have my 13-year-old problems again. Yeah, Aaron Carter dying was really, really hard on me because I was convinced we were going to get married. It's like, he just hasn't found me yet. Don't worry, it'll happen. It'll happen. And then I saw him going down and I was like, maybe now I actually have a shot because he looks awful. Oh, it's so bad for me to say he's dead. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter. But yeah, he definitely had a downward spiral and so sad that he's gone now. I would never want to be that famous. I think there's no way to be and not have it destroy you. The hormones of the 13 is, wouldn't want to go through that again. True. John was your gay awakening. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, I just screwed up. That's okay. We'll just fake this in. That was part of the line work all along. Yeah, there. It is so hard to focus on the drawing and the chat at the same time. Video games, if so, what is your favorite? So yes, love video games. I definitely was a lot more of a video game player before having kids, and now I find myself just being a video game watcher. But so I already told you guys in a Create This book about my Halo obsession and how it ruined my high school for me. That was rough. But still to this day, love Halo, obsessed with Halo. I love Mario Kart. I don't know why. That one is just like in any time is a good time for Mario Kart. Oh gosh, I need to search the depths of my brain for some video games that I actually enjoyed back when I played. Uncharted was a good one. God of War was a good one. Prince of Persia. What else? What other ones did I used to play a lot? Gosh, it's been ages. Like I said, the only ones I play now are Halo and Mario Kart. Landon has the Oculus and tried to show me how to do that. That is above my pay grade. I can't wrap my head around that. Jacqueline, it's not you. So I had issues getting the live stream going. So I had to abandon the one that I had scheduled and then start a new one going through StreamYard. So yeah, that's why you weren't notified, because that one never actually started. So sorry about that. Okay, Kingdom Hearts. I never played it, but I am aware. Yes, it's juicy highlight time. Sorry, I did not announce. Shame on me. Gosh, it's like I've never done this before. Myth and Magic. Never heard of that one. What other video games do you guys have that are good? Oh, I You know what? We have a couple of zombie Xbox games that we got for Landon that he doesn't play, and I played a couple of them. There was Left 4 Dead, and I think it was called Dead Island. But I played those. I love zombie games, although I get way too like into it, like it's happening to me, and it kind of makes me a little anxious, but in a good way. That's why we like horror movies. Legend of Zelda, yes. I don't know why I didn't think of that. All of oh my gosh, like Nintendo 64 games were my jam. So I loved Zelda. They had a bunch of Pokemon games like Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap. Loved those. And then, of course, obviously, Super Mario was on N64. Gears of War. There's a Hogwarts game. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm going to have to look into that. I almost feel like going into this, we have to discuss right away the Harry Potter elephant in the room. I struggle because I know it's not popular to like Harry Potter anymore because of J.K. Rowling, which totally get. Like, the woman is garbage. Let's just be clear about that, and I don't deny that. But I very much separate Harry Potter from her because there was never any sort of, bigoted point of views. Well, obviously from the protagonists in Harry Potter. That's what's wild to me is like the whole thing was very much a commentary on bigoted views with, the purebloods and the mudbloods and stuff like that. So it's just so wild to me that she went ahead and went that route. And I don't understand it, but Harry Potter to me will always have magic to it. It'll always be a really great tale of, the people that are marginalized and weirdos and that they'll find a place where they can fit in. Melina, we've got a Slytherin in the house. I can't lie. I self-identify as Hufflepuff. I do. But I feel like there's got to be, I wasn't even in frame that whole time. Y'all tell me because I'm not even paying attention to that other screen. I'm only like talking to myself. Yeah. Well, this one I think is good. I'm not going to worry about backgrounds today, I don't think. I already lost track. But oh yeah, okay, the houses. So, Paula. So J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, has come out as being very publicly transphobic and says a lot of trans hateful stuff. So needless to say, people are kind of boycotting Harry Potter as a response and saying, we don't want anything to do with Harry Potter because the woman who wrote it is awful. And I get it. And if that's your perspective, I guess I just decided I was doing this cat one. I don't know. What should I do next? But yeah, I feel like I'm kind of a blend of Hufflepuff and Slytherin. A big Slytherin trait is supposed to be that you take joy in the macabre, and I certainly do. So I don't know. There's something drawing me about this little vampire candy corn dude. Let's do vampy candy corn. Chicken Witch. Okay, we'll jump ahead and do Chicken Witch, and then come back to evil candy corn. We've got time today. What time is it right now? Yeah, it's not even 2:00, so we're gonna be here for a minute. Chicken Witch, where are you? There you are. She's so cute. She's so cute. I have to like move my drink. It's annoying. Yes, I will be doing the bat for sure. Got to do a little ode to Gwenny at some point. All right. Oh, my desk is going to be such a mess after this. Well, we already have oranges out. That's good. I can use the yellows for the broom. What colors? What colors do you guys suggest for this? Let's hat. Are we going to go black? Are we going to go purple? Should we do like a cosmic purple blue thing happening? maybe, and I kind of want her to be a white chicken because I remember Anchored Art Designs did a brown one, which is super cute, but I want to be different. Let's see, what fried chicken color, somebody said. Black and purple, bright colors except the chicken, blue, turquoise, red. Dark purple, look good. Black and orange chicken, purple accents. You know, that is a really good color scheme. That would probably look really good. Maroon, orange, albino chicken. Wow. Okay. So we've had all the colors suggested, which takes me right back to not knowing. Okay, we'll do like a purpley blue hat. We'll start there. Dang it, my thing to prevent me from ruining the rest of the book. There, we'll start with that. Let's go one itty bitty bit at a time. Okay, so we have a lot of people asking about the shop being up. It's not yet. This Monet, and people want to see the stickers and the shop stuff. Okay, pause on Chicken Witch. I actually have all of the stuff nearby. Okay, let's start. So stickers that will be available in the shop at 5 p.m. tonight. Right now it is 1:47 my time to give you context. So 3 hours. But we have this one I actually just came up with. It is a sorting hat bundle. You can see. But since we're on the topic of Harry Potter, it actually kind of works. My aunt actually does hair and makeup for Broadway shows. And right now she's working on The Cursed Child. And she was like, can you send some Harry Potter stuff up here for the girls I work with? So I threw together a sticker pack for them. And then the plant monsters are now a bundle as well. So there's that. We have the Buggy bundle with a bunch of my favorites from that bug assortment page that I did. So those are the 3 sticker bundles. And then for individual stickers, we've got a holographic little, oh my gosh, I am struggling. Everything's in reverse on the screen, so I'm moving the exact opposite way that you're supposed to. Yeah, it's like a holographic beetle. And actually, I love this one so much. I don't know if anybody else is as excited about it as I am, but I think I want to, with each season, do a new reboot of this sticker and make it a different color that works for the season. So maybe a baby blue in spring and then a yellow in the summer kind of a thing. I don't know. It's thought. And then by popular demand, I had to add a Dopamew to the batch. So if you want Dopamew, we got it here, all rainbow. The Dracaterus that brought many a people to my channel from the collab. So we have the original Snowball, and this one's a holographic too. And then we have Ashes, the black reboot, also holographic. And let me know what you guys think on the sizes of these. I wanted big stickers, but I know a lot of people, try to put them on their phones and stuff, and these might be a little big for that. I don't know. But then we have the Conjoined Twins skeleton as a sticker. Krista, this one's for you. There's Chromingo. And then we have the Dino Duo. Now the stickers aren't going to be bundled. They will be sold separately, but I have the prints of both, and then there will be a discount if you bundle both the prints, because I know a lot of people want them both together. And then there's the Octobottle. The little lab rat that nobody asked for, but I took it upon myself to add him to the shop. I love him. Okay. For whatever reason, it just showed me that I was muted on the laptop, and I thought that was telling me for the iPad that was muted. I'm like, oh no, how long have I been rambling and nobody's been hearing me? Stay Sharp, my Voodoo Victor nail sticker. Krista says, if I paid for it, would you design my tattoo? Girl, I would consider that a commission. So yeah, just email me, ashleymonetxo@gmail. We'll talk about it. Okay. Milky Way Shake. Now this one's holographic too. It's, oh my gosh, I can't get lined up because everything's backwards. It's a lot more subtle of a hollow. It's just like little stars, but I thought that was perfect for, you know, it being a milkshake. Well, Milky Way shake. Milky Way has stars. And then Polly the Plessy Mermicorn, also holographic. I feel like the light isn't doing these justice. But yeah, she's super pretty. I might actually switch at some point all of the holographic stickers over to the like dotted texture one just because it's so shimmery. But then there's Alien Girl with her kitty. Also, this is the like subtle star holographic. That caught it good. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. And yes, I will ship to Europe technically. Any international orders, I'm strictly doing stamped mail in an envelope just for cost reasons and, you know, not having to deal with duties and taxes and all that schmagilla. Like I said, I've done a couple of commissions that have gone out to other countries, and then as soon as you get a customs form involved, it's like a whole thing. So yeah, since I only have flat items like stickers and prints, it will be fine to fit in a 5x7 envelope and just go with stamps. And then last one is my little like kitty inspired by Luna from Sailor Moon, the Celestial Crescent Moon kitty. So those are all of the stickers. And let's see. Now on to prints. Prints. Of course, Rainbow Elvira. Now I got to figure out how to get her on a shirt. But hey, we've got the design. She's ready to go when I finally get like a heat press and all of that crap. And then the conjoined twins are now a print. And then this was another one that I threw together for my aunt and the ladies that are working on the Cursed Child. But this is the Three Brothers Deathly Hallows. You guys may have remembered if you've been here for a while, before I switched my backdrop and I was recording over on that wall, I had this hanging behind me. And it's one that I did paint myself years and years and years ago. So I was like, heck, let's just turn it into a print. It's still my art. So that one's going to be available. And then Alien Girl is a print now. And then the Dino Duo, there they are. And again, options to buy separate, options to buy together and save a few. So the prints are going to be 15. I also will offer a digital download of every single print that I have. And I think that that would be really nice if, you know, you are international and don't want to wait for shipping out to you. You can download, you know, your own print and have it printed locally. But digital downloads will be 10, so quite a discount there. And then if you were to buy the duo together, instead of it being the 30, it's going to be $22.50, I think is the price I put on it. So options. The Sphinx Kitty. This one, I don't know why, like it has turned into my all-time favorite. And then Death Before Decaf Zombie. So those are the prints currently. And mind you guys, like always open to suggestions of things you want to see that aren't currently in the shop. I did try and keep this stock fairly limited because I don't know, sometimes I feel like one, when you're presented with way too many options, you have a harder time picking what you want. But also I want to save some of my art for things that can launch in other seasons. So you know, when it comes to like the Goth Girl Summer. Everybody loved that, but I'm not going to release that at Halloween time. I'm going to release it in the summer. So there will be other stuff working its way into the shop that makes more sense with the timeline. And then these I threw together as like, you know what? I want something more. So I did a few bookmarks. And this is the first one. It's like a classic tasseled bookmark that says, "Here lies the last page I read," which I wish I could say is mine. It's not mine. I definitely saw that on Pinterest. And then I was like, well, I could just make it prettier because it was just like a brown casket that it was written on. And I was like, now we're going to do it up and make it pretty. So yes, "Here lies the last page I read," kind of classic bookmark. And then these other two are going to be the magnetic bookmarks, because I guess that's a thing now. Can you tell I don't read? Not physical books anyways. I'm all about audio books. But yeah, so these are little magnetic ones. Let's see if I can get Gwenny here on the page. We have Gwenny. And her little, see this, I don't get the magnets. They snap before you can get them positioned where you want them. There. But yeah, she says, "Don't leave me hanging." She said that. Who's hanging? Oh, crack myself up. And then also another magnetic, and this one I again reused the "Here lies the last page I read," but made it a little gravestone instead. And that one will hook on the bottom. And not this one on the backside has a little RIP. So yeah, little bookmarks that weren't in the initial design plans, but you know, it's nice to just throw a little something extra. So that is the product run through of everything that will be available in, what are we now? We are almost 2 o'clock. Oh my gosh, 3 hours. 3 hours, counting down. It's funny. I did the live because I didn't want to, you know, spend hours before the shop launch feeling all super nervous. But I tell you, the live was much more nerve-wracking than the shop launch will ever be. And then to have it go wrong. Curses. Curses. We're here now. I need to get over it, right? Tell me, get over it. We're creating now. We don't have to talk about the drama. All right. Doing a little cosmic witch hat. Very Zelda from my little 4 witch page that I did. It was a fun one. It's so weird. Like I feel like I'm all over the place with Create This Book. And maybe that's why I like it so much, because I feel like it's, you know, something different every day, different art every day. But yeah, I remember when I got the idea to open a shop, I was like, oh, I don't even know what my style is, because I just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And there's no real cohesive theme to anything I do. Even the spooky stuff, like that's my favorite to do. But I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not like a horror artist channel. So I don't know. I don't know what my niche is. I'm just here for the ride. So thank you guys for jumping on the crazy train and going wherever it takes us. Oh, happy Inktober, Tiffany. Amal says, "How do you like being a mother?" And I'm glad you asked, because I truly feel like, especially in my generation, there are a lot of people that just are not down to parent, you know, that's not in a lot of people's life plans anymore. And, you know, totally fine. I would never sit there and say like somebody has to do it this way because that's what I did. But just growing up, I always saw myself being a mom. Always. It was just like, you know, the A, B, and C's of life. Like I would grow up and get married and have kids and live happily ever after, retire. And yeah, that was just like my life plan. Now, of course, I've had quite the journey with the child rearing. If anybody watched my, you know, Draw My Life video, that was the first one I ever posted on YouTube. Old. But Yeah, I was a pregnant teen, which was obviously not planned, not expected. But I mean, when you're a dumb kid who's like holed up in a house with your sister and you just get to do whatever you want, you're gonna make bad choices. And I definitely did, and wound up a pregnant teen. And in in that moment, I felt like I really didn't have any options. Like, my mother was definitely the type that like would not support a teen parent situation at all. So she kicked me out as soon as she found out that I was pregnant, and I was staying with my boyfriend at the time. And I mean, I loved his parents, but it's like, okay, so if we were to parent, we would then just, I don't know, bring the baby back here and like work all the time with these like minimum wage jobs that we had. And would we ever be able to like get out of your parents' house? It was a scary, scary thought. And, I think we both just came to the agreement that like, we're not ready for this. We're not going to be able to give a child a good life in this, circumstance. So we did choose to place her for adoption. This is going to get heavy right now. The live just got heavy. Which, no lie, was like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Point blank, period. And I'm in a place now where I'm as healed as I think you can possibly be from that experience. But it took so long to get here. So long. It was extremely painful for the first several years. After the initial, my AC just kicked on. Can you guys hear that super loud? Let me know. And if I have to cut it off, I will. But yeah, it was definitely a few years before it wasn't hurting every day. It was, holidays, big events that were hard. Her birthday, Mother's Day, that kind of thing. And then I ended up having my son, which also was not planned. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I thought I was in a good place with his father, much better than apparently I was. And, I wasn't being careful because I was like, if it happened, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But I wasn't actively trying or anything like that. Well, it happened, and he flipped on me and basically said that he was not interested at all in being a parent. So I was like, okay, I will do it myself. And luckily he came around. He is a good father to Landon, but has never been good to me at all. So, when I had Landon, I felt like that healed a lot of the adoption trauma that I had. And to be totally like transparent, it was an open adoption. So I have watched her grow up her whole life. Never face to face because she does live in a different state, but always pictures, emails, that kind of thing. So I know where she's at. I know she's taken care of. She has an amazing life. She is rich as hell. Go girl. But yeah, so when I became a mother, it was kind of like that part of me that wanted to be a mother that never got to be with her. All of a sudden I was able to, and that was really, really healing for me. But oh crap, my pen's not working. Basically, years down the line, I started my first YouTube channel, which was just documenting my pregnancy with Phoebe. And I don't remember. Oh, it was because I kept talking about previous pregnancies, and people were like, wait, you only have like one other kid. Why are you talking about these two other pregnancies? So I had to tell everybody, about the adoption, and completely broke down at the time. I was pregnant, to be fair, but I had requested a face-to-face visit with her, and her adoptive dads, they said no to me. They said she wasn't ready, and that was fine. That was fine. But at the time I was still struggling with that a lot. So I like broke down in the video, lost my shit, cried my eyes out. And one of her dads saw the video and they set up a face-to-face visit. And so she was 12 at the time. This was 2 years ago. And we went and we got to see her. And it was the best trip of my life. I'm telling you, like, I'm going to get choked up thinking about it now. But that meant so much to me. And I'd say that was what took me to being like as healed as you can be from that situation. And she's doing great. We text each other now all the time. So it's all the feels. But yeah, she's in a good place. I'm in a good place. It's just, it's a good thing. And for a lot of years there, I was like, I don't know that adoption is a good thing. It is a good thing. It really is. But yeah. The original question was, how do I feel about being a mom? So yes, I, got a lot of healing from having my children, and they just mean the world to me. I do wish that I could have done it sooner when, it happened. And I'm definitely putting my kids in a position where hopefully there won't be any, unwanted pregnancies. We're going to be a birth control family for sure. But, should it happen, it's like, you will always have a home with me. You will always have a place for your child to be. Like, I don't want you to ever feel like you have to make that decision, because nobody should have to. Nobody should have to. But yeah, I love my kids. It is hard sometimes. I remember, what life was like sans kids, and being able to do whatever you want whenever you want, and not have to get a babysitter to go watch a movie. And definitely the jump going from 1 to 2, especially since Landon, I only have him half the time. The other half he's with his dad. It was it was an eye-opener. And they're so far apart in age that they don't really like hang out much. So that's kind of a bummer. Did I decide? I am going to go white chicken. Sorry if you guys wanted a brown chicken. She's going to be a white chicken. But yeah, it's hard. It makes a lot of the things that you love to do harder to do it with kids. But also, like, every vacation I've ever gone on with them, anything like that, it's so much more fulfilling. You get to see the magic in a kid's face when, they experience some sort of travel or something for the first time. And Christmas, oh my gosh, Christmas is so much better with kids. I'm sorry. That I will say, like, it's so magical when you have kids. But yeah, I mean, different strokes for different folks. I understand a lot of people that are like, I wouldn't want to bring a kid into this world because I worry all the time about my kids growing up in a world that, global warming might just snuff everybody out. Like, I don't know. I don't know what their future holds. And that is a scary thing. I don't know if they're ever going to be able to like leave my house and afford a house of their own. But, all I can say is whatever the future throws at them, like, I'll be there to help them through. It is scary. It is scary for sure. But yeah, wouldn't change it for the world. And as far as like how limited you are when you have kids, I know when I'm 50, I'm going to be wilding out doing all the things that I never got to do with kids. But the time will come. The time is not now, but it will come. Yeah, a lot of you guys say the same thing. Yeah. Raise them right, they do you right. That's true. Oh gosh, you guys are so sweet. But I have a lot of close friends and relatives that are just like, nope, no kids. And I'm like, I get it. Can't say you're wrong. I get it. I definitely do like that now that there is, a huge wave of people that are choosing not to have kids. It's not as taboo anymore, and I think people have caught on really quickly, like, not to ask people that just get married, when are you going to have kids? When are you going to do that? When are you going to do this? It's like everybody's journey is different. And obviously, like, yeah, just stop projecting. Let people live their lives, you know? Nobody has to be that involved with somebody else's reproductive situation. 10 p.m. and you don't want to go to sleep. You can, seriously. It's so cute when I saw, you know, people in the waiting room and some people were like, I worked my day around this live. And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, you do not have to. It is not that. Look, we're coloring a chicken witch right now. Like, we're not changing the world here, one coloring page at a time. This one is really cute though. Have cats before kids, right? Cats and puppies, I'm telling you, are like a soft trial. But I will say it kind of grinds my gears whenever somebody, you know, talks about their pets and they're like, I'm a dog mom. These are my babies. I'm like, oh, girl, if you only knew what a real baby is like. One is not like the other. And I know a lot of couples that, you know, were so obsessed with their dogs and gave the dogs Instagram pages and stuff. And then it's like they had actual children and all of a sudden, boom, like the dog's Instagram isn't posting anymore. What's going on there? He's your baby, right? How come your baby's not on? But yeah, I love animals though. Speaking of, hi. You want to come say hi, Prince? Well, come on. Stop yelling at me. Just get up here. You're soft blinking, but I need you to make some action, dude. We're trying to get some coloring done here. You can't just look at me. Are you going to come up or not? Okay. You let me know, bud. You let me know. It's funny. I know cats are always supposed to be all about. Okay, those are claws. Those are claws. You don't have to do that. You just clawed me all up on my side. Yeah, hi. There. Say hello. Hi. Yeah, cats are supposed to be all up in your business. I've seen so many channels where they just like jump up on the desk and stuff, and mine just really don't. They generally give me my space. 6 cats and 2 kittens. Oh my goodness. That is a whole load of cats. The most I ever had, and that was when I lived with my mom. And she was like that house that all the stray cats knew to come to if you wanted a meal. Yeah, she had 7 at one point coming and going. But they were indoor, outdoor. So it's like you never felt the full weight of having 7 cats in the house at a time. But dang, 6 cats, 2 kittens. That's like my retirement dream. Cody and I, we just want to like get a tiny house, go out to the country, and just have a farm of cats just running around. That sounds divine. That's one little millennial dream that I'll buy into. A little part of me is kind of resentful because it's like, oh, they're trying to make like not being able to have a real house glamorous. And it's like, but tiny houses, I get. I get it. I would still do it. But I also, I mean, I'm so used to having small spaces. I think if I had like a big old house, I don't think I could handle it. Echo. And keeping it clean. Oh my gosh, I can barely keep this tiny one clean. 2 puppies and a kitten. Oh, how did you meet Cody? Oh, Cody. So we worked together. Not a super cool story, but I will say at the time we met, I was engaged. Scandal. So for those that aren't aware, Cody is trans. And at the time we met, he had not transitioned yet. He was a female. And yeah, I was engaged to another woman. And it was a toxic relationship, honestly. Like there was a lot of fighting. It was no good. But Prince, you're going to have to stop clawing me, buddy. If you want to get down, you can get down, but then you can't claw me. Yeah, it wasn't a good relationship, but you know, I was always told growing up that like, you got to make it work. Marriage is hard work. And I stayed through a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have, thinking that that's compromise and that's what you do to, have a happy life with somebody. And when I met Cody, just as a coworker, he was awful to me, awful. But he, in all fairness, knew that I was engaged. And I guess he had a crush on me, but didn't want to indulge because I was engaged. So, I'd say hi and he wouldn't even like answer and just walk past me or whatever. I was like, wow, jerk. But my ex and I finally ended up calling it quits. Like, it got to the point where she had said that she had issues with Landon. I did not like how she was with Landon at all. And she had said that she didn't think she was cut out to be a parent. And I was like, well, like, that's a deal breaker for me. I've got a kid and he'll always be here. So if you don't think you can be good to him, like, we're just not going to work. And that was finally the straw that broke the camel's back. So I was newly single, and Cody had actually left the place that we worked at. He went to go grow pot. He was working at a grow house. Yeah. But we had a mutual friend at the workplace together, and she saw an interaction one day where my ex came to work and was like being really hostile. And she catches me in the bathroom and she's like, "Are you and your lady okay?" And I was like, "She's not my lady anymore." And she's all, So she goes and texts Cody and was like, "Hey, that girl you like at work, she's single now." And right away, Cody slid into the DMs and set up a date, and haven't been apart ever since. That was the day before my birthday. So July 14th of 2017 was our first date, and not a day apart. But it worked out. It really, really did. But I definitely give him crap all the time about how mean he was to me before we got together. Do you remember how awful you were? He's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm sorry." Oh, Tasia, I'm sorry that you're not able to. This is going to sound totally random, but I have always wanted to be a surrogate. I never had issues when I was pregnant. Like, I always felt really good when I was pregnant, but I don't want to keep having kids. But I was like, oh, I want to be a surrogate. I want to be able to like help people that can't have children, because that to me is one of the biggest injustices is, there are people out there that want to be parents and can't. And then you see people that have children and some of them are horrible to them. It's just like, how is that okay? Like, karma just doesn't make sense on that for me. But I'm too fat. They won't let me be a surrogate because I'm too fat. Rude. How is Cody with Landon? Cody is amazing with Landon, 100%. And like, I knew that kind of like sealed the deal when Cody and I first started dating, is once I got them to meet each other and they would just like play. I was like, yes, done. We are staying together forever. Any plans on hitting 10K? Oh, wow. I don't know. Honestly, my subscriber situation has always been really weird, I think, because I feel like the subscriber count is low for the views that I get when you compare to other channels. Again, you never want to compare, but it's always like, I'm always interested to understand how the algorithm works and whatnot. And I feel like we've been stuck at 7 for a hot minute, which I'm fine with, honestly. I feel like right now I'm in that like super sweet spot of YouTube where I have enough subscribers that I'm able to get the attention of, collaborators and stuff like that. But it's not so crazy that I can't keep up with. And it is definitely like, I haven't gotten any really bad people coming in yet. So really bad people, but like, the bigger you get, the more haters you're going to have. So especially with my background and, you know, having formerly being a lesbian, now having a trans husband. It's like a lot of people are just still very close-minded about that kind of thing. And at the end of the day, I'm like, those aren't the kind of people that I want on my channel. You know, I'm totally a live and let live person. And if you have your opinions on that, that's totally fine to me. But if you're going to be the person that's like in the comments saying hurtful stuff, then I definitely like don't want anything to do with you on my channel. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, Cody's on. Hi, Cody. He says, tell them the story about the neighbor cat last night. Oh my gosh, yes. So Cody's out grilling burgers for dinner, and he pops his head inside and he's like, oh my gosh, get a can. There's a cat out here. And he looks like he needs some food. And I, you know, come out, and sure enough, there's this cat that looks definitely homeless, definitely hungry. And I run and I grab a can as fast as I can, crack it open, lay it down, and this cat just starts woofing like he hasn't eaten in a week. And this guy comes walking up, he's like, yeah, that's my cat. Yeah, he's just following me around. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to tell you your cat looks like it could use a meal. But mind you, this is coming from me, who has Freddie, the fattest cat ever. So maybe normal weight cat is like, you look like you're hungry to me. Good stuff. Why are you here, Cody? What's going on at work? Are things slow? Oh, love him. Love him. And now that I know he's listening, we can't talk crap. We really, like, I seriously have the most beautiful, loving community of subscribers. You guys are just so awesome. And it, you know, truly brings tears to my eyes every time somebody says something super sweet, or it's just like, wow, you guys are technically strangers, but it doesn't feel that way at all. Still working, just trying to show some love. Yes, see, Cody agrees. You have an amazing community, he says. Yeah, you guys are just the best. And I've said it before, but I feel like I could go toe to toe with a number of people on YouTube for who has the best subscribers. I think it's me. Oh, hi, Christine from Courageous Painting. She's here. Oh, welcome to the chaos. I'm adjusting. It's definitely a unique experience to try and like make conversations still work and not get distracted. And obviously freaking word vomit. I just end up telling you guys my whole life story. Oops. Did you not need to know that part? And to be fair, I don't think I'm doing my best coloring this time around, but I guess that's what happens when you're distracted. It's all right. It's all right. I might need to tone some stuff down on this chicken. Those legs are electrifying. Did you get the skeleton candle from Target? No, because I never go to Target. So I need to. It's been like my dream to have one of those candles. Somebody sent me a picture. Back when I did Inktober, I did one of those little like spinal column candles and said I always wanted one, and they're at Target. And yeah, I don't shop at Target. I'd like to be that person, but I'm on a budget, and Target is like so much more expensive than Walmart. And I know, way better company, way more supportive of me and my people, but I guess I just have to be one of those person that doesn't let politics affect where I shop, because I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Help me, I'm poor. It cost of living is crazy these days. I feel like I never felt it before, and now it really, really hits hard. P.O. Box, I will put it in the description once I update this one. It's in the description of the chat that didn't work out well. Oh, that's wild. There's a huge delay apparently on phone. Work for Walmart, walk into Target once a month so I can see a different color. Yes, I've worked at Target. That was my first job ever, and I was the same thing. I was like, let me just get away from the red for like 2 seconds. Hi, we got some people coming in. Good morning, Australia. But yeah, what were we? I was on. Thought it was onto something. Favorite food combo that some people might find odd. Ooh, I don't know. I'm a very like conventional. I feel like I have almost like a child taste because I never like mixing sweet and savory together. That is like a big for me. I don't know. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna have to think on that. Maybe Cody. Cody, if you're still here, what's something weird that I eat? Oh, okay. You know what? I actually do. Never mind, Cody. I have one for that, and it's a weird little quirk of mine, but I love lime salt, like so much. And it got to a point where I would make like a lime salt concoction and just water down some lime salt and lime juice and drink that straight. And I can acknowledge that that has to be pretty gross to some people. But I did. I loved it. I haven't had that in a long time, thank goodness, because my arteries are screaming for help. South Africa, hey. Oh, you're right. The chicken witch hat does kind of look like Fantasia, doesn't it? All right, let me try and tone down these legs. These legs are offending my eyes. Chat went real quiet. Was it the lime juice thing? People are like, oh, trans, that's fine. Oh, lime juice, too far. I'm out. I love the smell of freshly burnt matches and the taste of them afterwards. I love the smell of matches. I can't say that I've ever put one in my mouth after, though. Oh, bye, Krista. Thanks for being here, girl. Super, super supportive. Well, to fill awkward silences, aren't you always supposed to ask what the weather's like? So what's the weather like where you guys are? I mean, we've got people all over the world right now, which is just blowing my mind. You guys are awesome. Burnt hot dogs on the grill. Okay, whoa, now the chat is alive. Pickle juice. Yeah, okay. I would drink pickle juice straight. Humid. Oh. Thank you. Someone likes the chicken. Oh, it's sunny in Oregon. Alert the media. I would love to live in the Pacific Northwest, though. Banana and mayo. Woo. Yep, that's a doozy. Sunny, not hot. Oh, yeah, the hurricane that was hitting the East Coast. Jeez. Raining, cold, and windy. We got everything under the sun. Hello. Yeah, it's really sunny and warm here. I'm actually over it and ready for some fall type weather. I'm debating whether or not to do anything with this background. I feel like I should, but I don't know that I'm interested. It's a lot of work. And then what would I do with it? I feel like I'd go the same purples and blues that I did in the hat. Oh, it's falling in Pennsylvania right now. Lucky. There's a drive to my son's school that is just the most picturesque when those fall leaves start going. And I told Cody he needed to come with me one day to drop him off last year. And by the time I finally got him to go, the leaves had stopped falling. I'm like, you missed it. So I told him this year, I'm like, take October 10th off of work and we were going to go see the leaves. And now I'm almost worried because they haven't started falling yet. I'm like, is it going to like be too early this time instead of too late? Favorite part of fall? Everything. I like the weather. I like the fashions. I obviously love Halloween. I just love everything about fall. The drinks, the smells. I am definitely one of those girls that like cleans out the pumpkin spice candle aisle. Oh no. Lost the privacy fence and 9 trees in the hurricane. Ugh. House stuff is terrifying to me. Truly scrumptious. So the shop is not opened yet. It is, let me do the web address. There we go. Yeah, it opens at 5 o'clock my time. So right now it's 2:32. So we have 2.5 hours left and then it will go live. Although I've been debating opening early for you guys. I mean, it's like you went through the effort of joining me in my live. So maybe you guys should be the first ones to like get dibs on the shop. Maybe I'll open just a tiny bit early. Just a tiny bit for you guys. All right. Let's do some colored pencil stuff with her. Chicken, which her feathers aren't looking very feathery at this point. Colored pencils. Oh, did I just shift everything? I sure did. My wobbly desk. Okay. Yes, the colors and the crunchy leaves. Very, very fall vibes. Horror movies, when all of the streaming services love to, bust out their horror movies. That makes me happy. I mean, I'd watch them year round, but will this live be posted for viewing later? I'm hoping. I have never used this StreamYard service before, and it was totally a last resort since we had our technical difficulties. So I don't really know what happens after. I know when you do a stream on YouTube itself, it automatically posts right after. I'm assuming this will. Prepped Artist seems to be the expert on this, so. It will automatically go to YouTube. Thank you, Prepping Artists, for jumping in on that, because I don't know. I honestly, too, when I was like researching how to do live streams, because you'd best believe I watched YouTube videos on how to do YouTube beforehand. And a lot of the places were saying to do the StreamYard because it has a lot more capabilities than regular streaming does. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But the free version has that little freaking mallard up in the corner, and that just drives me bonkers. So I guess if I ever do another stream and I decide to use StreamYard, I'm going to have to upgrade. Upgrade to the paid. Like everything else, there's always a free plan and then the paid plan, which will be far superior. No falling on my nose. Got some winter haters. I understand, kind of. I don't know. I used to love winter growing up. Playing in the snow was just a joy. But now that like I'm a grown up and I have to drive through the snow to get my kids to school, I just like weather or winter in that way. But oh gosh, I'm a sucker for the Christmas season, and it just makes me so cheery to be cozy and indoors. But I'm also an introvert, so I've never been the type that likes to, go outside and do stuff. Oh my gosh, my throat. I didn't factor the ramifications of talking for this many hours straight. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, talking about winter. So yeah, I'm a big fan of winter. Not nearly as much as fall, but I like to be indoors. I like to stay home, get my mortgage worth much more than go out. So I don't mind being snowed in. I'm wiggling my way out of frame again. If you guys could see the actual like extent of the desk, there's like 7 inches between the top or the bottom of my book and the edge of my desk. So I just keep like pulling this closer to myself to work. And it's like, no, keep it all the way back there so that everybody can see. I find it happens a lot with my videos too, but usually I can just set my iPad up and then I have a little like mini personal fan that I'll set right in the middle. So I always know like don't shift to the side here or there. And then, yeah, I usually can keep it in frame, but I'm struggling today. Too many things to focus on, I guess. Oh, so Craftastica's here. Hi, Sarah. It's so cool. Since working on the 50-person collab, like, oh my gosh, we have met so many cool artists, and it's such a fun little community. Like I said, the art community on YouTube is something else because I really don't think anybody views each other as like competition. It's just like we're all friends. It's so sweet. So much support, so much love. We have this Discord chat going where everybody from the collab can kind of bounce ideas off of each other, talk about what's going on, and get art advice on whatever projects they're working on, YouTube advice. Have you ever seen this happen on your channel? What does this mean? It's super cool. Great little community. I wish Florida participated in fall. It's hard. I love living in Colorado where legitimately you get all 4 seasons. And cost of living is so crazy here and I really want to move. And it's like, but here's the thing. I don't think I'd be able to cope if I didn't have my seasons anymore. All right. I feel like I need to clean up this desk. It's getting out of control. Put some markers back. Oh, yay! I'm so glad. Sin City Eddie is like one of our all-time favorite commenters. He's on everybody's stuff and has a very active Instagram. And we've been trying to tell him, like, get on YouTube, get on YouTube, get on YouTube. And now he finally is. That is such good news. Such good news. We'll collab when you get on. Yes, yes. All of them are amazing. I am not going in order. This is such a slow down moment when I have to put all of my markers away. And then again, it's like I'm just going to pull them out later. But I have such limited desk space that when I have a huge pile over here, it's just like I can't even focus. Sorry, guys. Distraction. Let's check. Omaha, Nebraska? Does anything happen in Nebraska? I thought I did hear that Nebraska is the cheapest place in the U.S. to live. Is that maybe accurate still? I don't know. Someone Google it. Yeah, the collab is great for finding new artists, for sure. It was definitely, a lot of people, we get a notification when they join our little Discord chat, and it's almost like, oh, that's a person that's going to be working on the book now. And you go and, subscribe to their channel immediately. And even me, myself, like I have found so many cool people that I probably wouldn't have known existed if not for the collab. I know. Hi, Tamala. How do you make art friends on YouTube? I mean, honestly, it's just seeing each other's stuff. You're posting, they're posting, you comment on each other's, and you make good friends. And then, like I said, that Discord chat, I mean, that's a good place for you to really get to know somebody. Like some of the pictures that we'll send, it's just super cute, super fun. Any word about the next? I knew that one was coming. Any word about the next post for the 50-person collab? So a lot of us that have already gone have been definitely getting blown up by people that are like, what's happening with the collab? And unfortunately, it really has slowed down like a lot. I think a lot of us at the beginning were just like cranking them out because we all got our prompts beforehand and were able to, create the art. And then when we got the book, just put the art in the book. And it seems like as we go, fewer and fewer people are working ahead. So, though that's an artist thing. I think a lot of artists just like to go at their own pace and, what's a deadline? I don't know that word kind of a thing. But it is still very much active. It is getting passed around. It's just moving slower. So it's unclear right now who has it. It was definitely with Jackie of Nerdy Crafter. And then someone had posted that they had heard that Jackie had already passed it on to Anthony, which is ADC Art Attack, the little like duck. So yeah, we'll see. Jackie hasn't, like, we have a collab update page in the Discord chat, and generally speaking, when somebody is done with it, they'll post in there like, I've sent it to this next person, and Jackie hasn't yet. So I'm just repeating what I hear. I don't know. She could very well still have it, or it could be on to Anthony at this point, but we're working on everybody else's timeline. So hopefully things start picking up real quick with that collab, because I know there's still so many people to go, and they're like, I don't want the hype to run out before I get to my page. 100% get that. I'm so grateful that, I was one of the ones at the front of the pack. So Paula, you did not force me to be your friend. But oh my gosh, we have a hoot together, Paula and I. She's definitely one of my girls now, for sure. I really would love to have like a big meet and greet in person with a lot of the people from the collab. Yeah, Jackie hasn't posted the video yet, for sure. Yeah, so Sin City Eddie was telling me about a horrible post story, because it could very well be that things are moving slow because of mail and stuff like that. But yeah, the Royal Mail went on strike, and it took him like 3 months to get a commission to a client. So that's terrifying. Jackie is Nerdy Crafter, Krista. Nerdy Crafter has the book, last we know of. Let's see. What should I do next, guys? What page next? Oh, good question. This is Just Add Spooky by Anchored Art Design. Somebody just asked what book we're coloring in. So, oh, well, I'm glad you're enjoying the live stream, even though I'm all over the place. The cat, which cat though? There's like the witch cat. There's the like ghost cat. There's the cat that is half normal, half skeleton. The witch cat, Paula says. Per the request of Paula. Oh yeah, that cat. How am I missing this witch cat? I just passed it. Oh, enjoy your horror movies. Hi, Sakara. Okay, well, that cat now? That cat? We're saying that cat? All right. That cat. Okay, your bat cat, who appears to be on a coffin-like structure. We are gonna need some black. Let's do my warm grays. Purple. Tips and hacks for starting a channel. Oh, thank you, Daria, for catching me. Put the pad under the page. You know what? Actually, too, when you use these a couple times, they get the marker on them, and then a lot of times you can accidentally like reactivate it when you go over it and get a color you don't want on your page. So let me just wipe it down while I'm at it. Thank you for looking out, girl. Black with purple highlights. I like that. Spookify the kitty even more. Ooh, it's a challenge. It's so cute. So, yeah, maybe we should corrupt it. Let's see. What if... Oh, drop my guide. Jessica Lemon is here. Oh my gosh. She is one of my sweetest subscribers. She sent me a little like love package and it was the sweetest thing ever. Had the nicest note I've ever read in my life. Definitely cried. Good to see you, Jessica. Bye, Rachel. Okay. Let's get to going. So someone asked if I go to haunted houses around Halloween, and absolutely, if I can. Again, these are the things that having kids makes it a little tricky. Like Landon will happily go, but you know, Phoebe's not going to be able to. So then you got to get a sitter and all that business. But I love haunted houses. I love being scared. I really do. It's one of those almost like spicy food. Like my body's telling me I should not be doing this to myself, and yet I love it. Oh. Have an art channel, can't figure out the tags. So, I mean, based on what YouTube actually says when you upload, tags don't really make a difference to your video, allegedly. Me personally, I go nuts with tags. I tag anything that I can think of is in the video. So I probably overuse them. But I mean, pretty much every video will start with, art, channel, drawing, painting, whatever medium I'm using, and then go into like subjects a little bit more to tag what subjects are in the piece. But again, if YouTube says it doesn't make a difference, I don't know, maybe take them at their word for it. Yeah, Prepping Artist says you need good thumbnails and titles, which is absolutely true. I, am still figuring my stuff out. I had somebody actually reach out to me via email and they're like, I could do your thumbnails for you. I'm like, are they that bad? That somebody reached out thinking I need help with them? But I mean, there's always spots to improve, and YouTube is tricky. And I can't even say that I've got it figured out at all, because like I said, my subscribers aren't very high. Honestly, I love where they're at, but yeah, I'm not killing it over here on the YouTube. We're getting by, and I like that. That's good enough for me. Let's do Hi, Tammy. Things are going. We had a shaky start, but we're just shooting our shit. Counting down. What are we at now? Okay, it is almost 3 o'clock, which means we are almost at 2 hours to launch. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I feel like it's been built up so much and I'm nervous. Dream collab. Who would my dream collab be? Ooh. It's hard to say because I've already done a lot that I really enjoy. I definitely at some point want to collab with Rose Raquin Crafts. She is a hoot on the chat for sure. I would love to do Christine from Courageous Painting. So craftastic. It's hard because it's like technically we have collabed with the 50-person one, but it's not the same as when you do like a one-on-one collab, But yeah, we have so many good people in that chat that it's like I would love to have the time to just take each individual one and do a video with them. Somebody said they'd love to see me with Mariah. That is a dream for sure, and that's all it'll ever be. Like I guarantee she is so far beyond collabing with anybody at this point. She's huge, But yeah, that would be a dream. That she was for sure one of my inspirations in starting this channel. And, I do create this book, which is her thing too. I tell you, when she posted about the 50-person collab and it's like my face was in a Mariah video, I was running through the house screaming and my kids were like, what? And I'm like, I need a Mariah video. But so that was nice. It's like gives me the thought that maybe she did see one of my videos at least. So I'll take that. I'll take that as a success. And yeah, I peaked. I don't think I'll ever have a crowning moment in my YouTube career that'll top that one. Oh. All right. Let's see. I don't know if she got juicy highlights for me. I'm pretty sure people were saying juicy highlights long before me, but I definitely made that my thing. Oh, I love it so much when I get somebody in the comments and they're like, every time I do highlights on my art now, I have to say it's juicy highlight time. I'm like, yes. Then it's not the right end. Huh. Don't tag Mariah. Don't make her watch this nonsense. That's saved special for you guys. Honestly, too, back when I first started doing Create This Book, I would tag her in all the videos. And I don't think, like, I think she's just so big that everybody tags her and stuff, and she probably doesn't even notice. Someone now says, goodbye. Yeah. I remember I got asked when I first started my channel if I actually say that in real life. And at the time I didn't. Like, I came up with that as like, I need a clever sign off. And now, yeah, every time I pick up the phone, ayo, goodbye. It's like, I've rubbed off on myself. Oh, Tammy, you asked if I got the water issues resolved with my neighbor. Gosh, my neighbor. So, as expected, his insurance denied our claims, saying that there was no negligence on his part. And also my HOA had something written in the bylaws that basically says our units are separate and we cannot, come after the other for maintenance or anything like that. So basically, flip to us, it's on our shoulders now. So we are going through our insurance and it'll be very expensive and the deductible will go up. And yeah, just sucks to be us, I guess. I hate insurance. It's the biggest scam ever. It's like, let's charge you an arm and a leg in case something happens. And then when something actually does happen, you're not going to be able to find us. We're not going to pay for nothing. But yeah, it'll get handled. It's just the worst possible outcome that could have come from it, because now it's like he hasn't had any repercussions for the fact that he flooded our house. Like, what's to stop him from doing it again? This is already the second time it's happened. So I don't know. It's awful to say. He's older, not super old, but like in his 60s, and just one of those, I don't even know how to say it, but the type. He needs to live in a house by himself is what he needs, because he's neighborhood watch, and he thinks since he's been here since the condos were built that everybody should do everything the way he says. And yeah, he just needs to live in a house. He does not need to have neighbors is his problem. But I feel awful as a human being saying it, but I relish in the fact that I know I will outlive him. That I will likely one day watch him get wheeled out of here on his last breath. And I'll say, bye, Terry. Bye, Terry. See you in hell. No. Oh, he's awful, though. He's so awful. Back when we had Cash, our husky, he would constantly try and give me crap about how loud he was. And it's just, yeah, he's a nightmare who needs his own house. He does not need to share with anybody. Oh no, Cool Gray 8 is out. I think I have a backup of that marker somewhere. Pause for marker search. Cool Gray 7 is just gonna have to do. By you. That's too light. Oh, and it's Blu-ray. Oh my gosh, can I read? Can I read? Okay, let's try. Oh, that's better. Oh, the struggle is real. Neighbor sounds like a Karen. Yeah. Now I'm gonna kind of quote one of my commenters, and she is just sweet as pie, but her name is Karen, and she, yeah, is very, very like Rightfully so. Like, it would be hard having the name Karen in the society that we live in, where all awful people are just automatically referred to as Karens. But I would hope, like, I don't know, that she doesn't take it too hard, because obviously you're just talking about the behavior of somebody else, not necessarily saying all Karens are like that. But yeah, he is just awful and tries to reprimand everybody else. And it sucks having a neighbor that you don't like, because I don't think that's ever happened to us before. Like, anywhere that we go, we generally get along with everybody, and luckily there is a super nice couple right along the way that we jive with really well. It's just like, why does it have to be the person that we share a ceiling with that is just awful? Just awful. This is not going to have a lot of contrast. I'm going to have to try and work that out. Maybe I will do those purple highlights. Oh, Katie White wants a shout out. Hiya, Katie. Oh, are the men called Kens? Karen and Ken? I just never understood people like that like live to make other people's lives difficult. What childhood trauma do you have that led you to want to be that way? I don't know. Anytime I see somebody, flipping out at the grocery store, it's funny because I'm very introverted. I do not like confrontation. But if I see somebody like going off on a customer service worker, I'm like, I got to step in. I got to say something. You're not helping anything, right? You're being a dick, right? There's just no reason. There's just no reason to talk to anybody like they're not equal to you. Yeah. Wouldn't answer the door. Somebody else had a neighbor flood their house and they wouldn't open the door. Yeah. Definitely. I don't think he was trying to answer his door when he did this, but I actually have a video of it because I wanted to get him on tape confessing to being the reason that our house is flooded. I don't know why. I guess I thought if we had to go to court or something, I wanted evidence that he was responsible. But yeah, I banged on that door and banged on that door and banged on the door, and he would not answer. And then finally he did. Oh yeah. And just everything, asking him for his homeowner's insurance. And he's like, what? I'm like, I need your policy number. My policy number? I'm like, you're too old to not know what a policy number is. You own a home. Give me your home insurance information. And the way I'm saying it, it almost sounds like he's out of it. And he's not. He's all there. He's just, I don't think he expected me to confront him the way that I did. I have a mental image of me banging on the door of a 60-year-old man, and he's all, what? It's not like that. He knows what he's doing. Your neighbor is watching and planning another flood. I'm sure he can hear me. I'm sure he can. Our walls, it's so weird. The people that we bought this condo from kept very thorough records of everything they did on the condo, kept it in pristine condition. But they've paid to have the place better insulated, and we still hear everything. So our first neighborly dispute we got into with him was because he had a chick living with him, Susie, and Susie was a meth head. And he was like, no, she can change. And she was there was a lot of DV happening, domestic violence, and she would scream at him. We could hear her beating the crap out of him, and we called the cops many, many times about this. And he would always get mad at us for calling the cops. And yeah, so finally she did something because we can hear everything. And I was listening to the wall when the police came the last time she was here. And she apparently rubbed her makeup on his face. And that just like, I guess that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and she hasn't been back since. It's been like over a year. But yeah, him and Susie would be loud as hell. So then when he came at me and said that my husky was too loud, I was like, I'll quiet my husky when you stop having fights with your girlfriend up there. But that was our first like confrontation. But yeah, you can hear everything. Did you give us the tea on how he flooded it? No. So the first time, because like I said, this is the second time. The first time he flooded our unit, he was running a bath and forgot that he was running the bath. And then the second time, he just says his plumbing's gone to shit. The plumbing went to shit. Like, okay. That makes it all better. But yes, you guys are getting my condo tea. But yeah, whatever. We'll get through. And like I said, if worst comes to worst, I'm going to outlive him. There will come a time that I get to enjoy my condo without Terry above me. And I look forward to it so much. So much. But I have noticed too, he like clearly doesn't have any sort of family or friends that, you know, ever come to visit him or anything like that. He never goes anywhere for the holidays. It's always just him. And he has a roommate who is chill, super chill, Scott. And he's rarely here. He must work some kind of crazy job because he comes and goes, but like gets home at 9 at night, is gone first thing in the morning. And we love Scott. There was actually one time that Terry was gone for like 2 days. And I was like, what happened? I thought to myself, maybe he was in a car accident. Maybe he's not coming back. It's so horrible that I wish these things on him. But yeah, it was just Scott here. And I tell ya, didn't hear a peep. Just so quiet, so chill. Always says nice things when we see him. I would love to live under Scott forever. Just eliminate the other one in the equation. Whatever he's smoking must work. Yeah, and that's another thing. He is definitely like a pothead. And no shade if you are. It's legal here in Colorado. But oh my gosh, like he wakes and bakes and you smell it. Again, these walls, I don't know what is up with the walls. And like I said, the previous owners paid extra to add some more insulation, but it's like, I'll smell it. And then the kids are like, what's that? It's just Stinky Terry. Don't worry. Yes. I crave a life without the drama. It's hard for me because, like I said, I'm a total introvert and I love being at home all the time. Home is like my happy place. So when I have to deal with somebody like him all the time, it's like, oh my gosh, like, can you just not be in my home? Can you not be here in my safe space? I can deal with people like you out in the wild, not at my home. We actually have other neighbors that have this giant Shiba Inu. Beautiful dog. No, not a Shiba. Shibas are small. Not a Chow. Oh my gosh. I might need some help in the comments with this one. Okay, they're like a Shar-Pei. Got it. Not Shiba, not Chow, Shar-Pei. Yeah, they have a huge Shar-Pei, big black dog. And yeah, I see him yelling at them all the time because their dog pees in the same spot in the grass over and over again. And he's upset because it's killing the grass. So he asks them to either force their dog to go on a different spot or to come out and pour water over the dog pee spot so that it doesn't kill the grass. I'm telling you, he needs his own house. He needs his own house. Just go be a cranky old guy somewhere else, please. That would be divine. Door chickens. Your neighbor has door chickens? What does that mean? They like hang out at the door? I don't know much about chickens. What does door chickens mean? Oh, wow. That seems like sorry. Somebody said that they have a neighbor who has a special needs son that they just put in the backyard and he screams. Do they like leave him unattended? That's terrifying. Oh, indoor chickens. Door chickens. What are the door chickens? They serve some function at the door? Like a doorman? They greet you at the door? Indoor chickens. Oh my gosh, that house must smell disgusting. Indoor chickens, huh? Interesting. And yeah, I imagine that would get pretty loud. Oh my gosh, right? Landon, somebody said my kids would prank all the time if I had a neighbor like that. And Landon, I think, is going to get there eventually because he can't stand Terry. And when he found out what happened, he's like, do I need to go talk to him? I'm like, dude, you're like 2 feet tall. Stop. Do I need to go talk? What are you going to say? What are you going to say, dude? But it's so funny that he just has a very deep dislike for Terry. And, you know, Terry will be up there making noise and he looks at the ceiling. He's like, can I flip him off? I'm like, it wouldn't do you any good down here. Just like chill. I have 30 chickens. They stink. Couldn't imagine having them living inside with me. Oh, it's juicy highlight time. Kind of, not for the full thing, but I want one on the nose. Yeah, that seems very unhygienic, but I don't know enough about chickens. I don't know enough to judge. Where is my... Okay, we've been getting a lot of requests for sparkling silver crescent moon, so we're going to do that. Ooh, that's very satisfying. Door chickens as a create this book prompt. Oh my gosh, yes. You know what? There actually might be one that works for that. It was like, create a farce is coming up. And I keep thinking to myself, like, I don't really know what a farce is, but based on the definition I looked up, it's supposed to be like a misunderstanding between two people that results in something funny. So yeah, door chickens could be a good one for that. Oh, he does kind of look like a dragon, doesn't he? Let me fix this tooth. Okay, my white is not working. So this is my Juicy highlight pen. A lot of people ask me about it. These are super, super nice. I love them so much, but because they are the plastic nib, they tend to clog. It almost isn't. This is the first time it's happened on this pen, and I've been using it for at least like 2 months. So again, it would do it for the live. But it's really simple to fix. You just like pop out the nib and run it under hot water and it'll clear the clog. Works like new. But because I don't want to get up and, you know, spend time at the sink, I do have backups and I'll just get a fresh one for now. It's like somebody said, Murphy's Law. With this live, like everything that could happen, it's going to happen. For sure. Okay, I'm going to set you aside so I know to clean you out later. And then we'll start fresh. I'll have 2 Juicy highlight pens going at once. Chicken bouncers working at the door. Yes, yes. None of us like Terry, Tammy says. Thank you. I'll tell him that in our next argument. None of my followers like you. Artex for highlights. So like I said, this, the big one is Artex, and I love that for like super big ones. When it comes to the fine ones, I have the Artex brush pens, and you guys know I'm salty about those. Those have not been good to me, but I feel like that white is not opaque at all. Which is so weird. It's like they're the same brand. Are you not using the same paint in all of your products? Shoujo girl. Hi. Thank you. Oh, it helps if I activate it first. Hang on. Can I just come on. I normally have, when I'm working in the book, I have like a scrap piece of paper that I, do my little paint pen scribbles on, and I forgot to set that up. I was bound to forget something. There we go. Oh, she's working good. Okay, we're back. Artex now has single markers for sale. I have seen those. I have. I think I'm upset because it's like I shouldn't have to do anything to a product that I just got. It's brand new, like it should be working. And everybody has told me the little like add water in the back hack, because I think Courageous Painting was actually the one that said it first. And a bunch of people have been doing it and say it works really great to rehydrate their markers and stuff. And it's like, I don't know why I have such a fundamental problem with like hacking it to make it work. It should work right out the gate. But I will say, spoiler for those that will watch my channel in the future, I got an email from Artex, and they want me to try the Simp Tabs next, which I'm much more optimistic about. I think, I loved the brush quality of the brush pens. I want a paint pen that has a good brush on it, but I like the idea of being able to control the moisture level. So we'll see how those work for me. But like I said, I'm optimistic. I like Artex as a company. Again, I love the bullet nibs that I have. So if I could have that kind of love for a brush pen, I'd be a happy camper. But also, again, like I won't accept anything for pay. I just take the art supplies and give them a video because I don't want you guys trying to tell me what I can and can't say about your product and how well it works. If it doesn't work, like I'm not going to recommend it to my viewers. I just wouldn't do that. That's not right. Okay. Christine says adding water does help, but it still dries up eventually. See, and then I feel like too, the ones that I've seen where people do it and it actually works, then it's even less opaque than it is before. Do you like Copic markers or Copic? I've never used them because they're too expensive for me. Again, like as far as products go, my channel is definitely, if there was a product I'm to push on somebody, it's going to be a cheap one because that's all I can afford. I'm not big ballin' over here. And I really do think I've found, at least in a lot of situations, there are a lot of cheap supplies that perform as well or better than really, really expensive ones. So, those are the ones I want to look out for. And if I find a good one, I'm all about telling you guys, like, hey, get this, because art shouldn't cost as much as it does. And I struggle a lot with like watching people's haul videos and look at this new product that I just bought. It's top of the line. And it's like, that's just not attainable for me personally. I sometimes like to watch just to be like, ooh, let me like live vicariously through somebody for a minute. But then sometimes I'm like, okay, but it's not practical to me. Oh, I've seen this question come up and I missed it earlier. Somebody was asking me if I'm going to do Inktober this year, and yes and no. So anybody who regularly does Inktober probably knows that people are very upset about the prompts this year. They were not very inspiring. Apparently, this was the first year that AI was used to generate the list. And because of that, it was given like a theme, and people feel like the prompts are just not different enough. And I 100% get that. I saw that and I was like, I don't know that I feel any of these. And it just didn't give spooky vibes or anything. So I decided not to do it in the traditional sense of, a prompt a day. But I will be doing it. I just want to do something that I saw Chantel Arts do, actually. She does Peachtober. She doesn't do Inktober, but she did all of the prompts in one massive drawing. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to release it probably the last day of October on Halloween, and it'll be like, there's all the Inktober at once. So that is the plan. Yes. The Scots Queen made her own prompts this year. And that's the thing. I saw a video actually that keeps popping up on my recommended, and it's like alternatives for Inktober this year, because so many people don't want to do it. So many people don't want to do it. All right. And somebody said I should make her creepier. Again, she's so cute. It's really hard, but I always think if you make somebody crying black tears, that's creepy. Paula knows. Paula knows. I did the what was it? Calliope for you when we did our collab, and I made her crying the black tears with no eyes. And if Paula made it through that and is still my friend, we're good. Krista says, you guys are my people. Yes. I feel like we have this little niche of people here in this chat that it's like, we're all good. We could all chill in a room together and get along just fine. Oh man, my throat is kind of killing me. For any YouTube aspirees out there, was that what you would call somebody that aspires to YouTube? That's what I'm calling them. Yeah, maybe don't consider a 4-hour-long live, because it'll get you. It'll get you. I also haven't been drinking as I go. Got to stay hydrated. Joey says 100 people in a room might make me nervous. Cheers to that. We'll do our virtual room because, yes, very introverted. I don't like large crowds at all. But 100 in a chat, I'm good with that. Bye, Tamala. Right. I really want to, somebody says they want to meet so many art YouTubers. And I truly think, based on the Discord chats that I've had, that so many of them have got to be just as great in person as they are on their videos. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like we all don't get out of the house. We're all introverts. I think I want to do the Scully Pop. Scully Pop next. I will put my sheet behind there. But seriously, catch me if I don't do it, guys. I appreciate that so much. Do I hear Phoebe back there? I heard some scurrying in the hallway. Phoebe? What are you doing?
Nothing.
I heard you.
You just heard me?
Yeah, I heard you. What are you doing in the hallway? Do you need to go potty?
I did.
Oh, okay. High five. You can flush, it's okay. You don't have to be super quiet.
Super quiet.
Yeah. You want to say hi to everybody? Hi.
What?
Okay, shy girl. Can you flush, though, please?
I just did.
I didn't hear a flush, honey. Double check. Make sure that you flushed, okay? Love you.
I did. I was just getting my toys in my room.
Oh, okay. Get your toys in your room. You can get whatever you want, baby. I'm not telling you that you're locked into a room. I just asked you to stay in your room. Not in that way. The door is open. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm really hot in here. I'm going to go crank up my AC a little bit. Give me 2 secs. Okay, we're good. Now the AC is going to cut on and be disruptive. There's no winning. There's no winning. I'm feeling like I'm using the same colors over and over again on this one. Like I would do the skull in an actual skull color, maybe like purples and blues for the wrapper. I don't want to get repetitive, so maybe I'll start with the bow. We'll do a pretty pink bow, and maybe y'all can come up with some colors. Bright pink and black on the wrapper. Pink and black bow. Black and white like Beetlejuice, maybe red. Okay. Prepping artist, thank you for being here and helping so much getting this live going. Candy corn skull, hot pink, gold. Ooh, gold. Hey. Okay. I think I have a way to work all of this in. We need the pencil though. We're gonna do a little striped lollipop stick, and then we can do the black and white like Beetlejuice for that. Love that idea for us. Bye, Tammy. Oh, Day of the Dead sugar skull. Ooh, I love that idea. All right, let's get our black going. Pop of pink, we will do pops of pink. I think I can do pink, red, and gold with what's cooking in my brain right now. Oh, I should erase my pencil lines before I start the marker. It's so funny when I'm just, you know, doing my thing, recording for the camera for a regular video. I feel like I'm so methodical and there is an order to everything, and I'm just all over the place here. This is not an accurate representation of what it means to make art with Ashley Monet normally. But it honestly is more fun this way. It's like not so, I don't know, sterile, if that makes sense. I also think too, I'm definitely the planner type, and I definitely think well ahead what I'm going to do. And with this, I feel like I'm winging a lot of it, which is taking me a little out of the comfort zone, but I like it. I feel alive. Where is my cool gray? Cool gray. Yes, less distractions when I'm filming for sure, but like, yeah, definitely more organic this way though. So it's nice. There's a balance between chaos and also what's expected. Okay, what pinks? Pinks. Let's go kind of bold. RP6, 304, and then I'll probably go in with colored pencil to blend these two because they are quite far from each other. What's your favorite book right now? Ooh, okay. So right now I am doing the audio book for You. I've mentioned before on my channel that I love the show and wanted to see how closely it followed the book. And honestly, it just started, but I'm loving it. It definitely has the same vibe. So yeah, I want to get farther in it before I give it an endorsement as like my favorite right now, but I'm definitely like most invested in that right now. I just love audiobooks. It's nice to be able to just turn something on while I'm working and not, you know, have to fully devote myself to reading every single word. Can't wait to see the shop online. Me too. Okay, we are at 3:30, so an hour and a half, guys. Hour and a half. and that shop will be opened. I cannot believe this. So that means I only had planned to be here on live for another hour. Couldn't get into the second book. Okay, so my question, if you have watched both the show and seen the book, does it continue to follow the show? Does it follow the books? Because I know the first one was You, and then the second one was Hidden Bodies, but I heard that they just kind of like deviated from the books altogether when they started doing the show. But okay, let's see where. Sorry, we got a couple questions that I'm like falling behind on. Do you have a favorite lyric of all time? Favorite lyric of all time. I'm sure I do. And on the spot, why does my brain just blink? Gosh, okay. I'm gonna have to think on that. I don't know. I can't think of it out on the spot, but I'm certain, like, there are so many that I'm just like, yes, that's so deep, bro. But, okay. And then favorite art media, paints, colored pencils, crayons. Okay, so that's a lot rolled in one. I mean, right now, I am loving, as far as my markers go, to be determined on Grabby when I get them and try them out. But for value and performance, I would say that the Cali Art markers on Amazon have taken it for me because they really seem to be comparable to Ohuhu, and I love the Ohuhus, but Cali Art's cheaper. And again, I'm not going to pay more for something than I have to. So if I run out of markers and I have to buy them, I'm going to buy Cali Art. I'm not going to buy Ohuhus. Colored pencils. So I just had a little colored pencils saga because I was like, okay, my art is kind of like elevating. I've got some money coming in. I really should just upgrade. And I sprang and bought the smallest pack of Prisma or Prismacolors that I could. And it was $20 for, I want to say 20 pencils, maybe. I don't remember. They're rolled up around here somewhere. I could probably count them if I wanted to. But I was so disappointed because they are legit like the same quality as a brand that I'm using, which are the Amazon Basics. And for that one, I want to say it was $20 and I got 72 pencils. And I'm telling you, eyes closed, blind test, color on both. They look identical. They feel identical. I was very disappointed in Prismacolor. So I would recommend Amazon Basics, but my favorites that I've been using are these. They're Faber-Castells, and it's like a black line that they have, so the pencils are black. So these were definitely like more expensive. These were a splurge, but I don't know. It's such a stupid thing because quality-wise, I feel like these are on par with the Amazon Basics, but I get happy opening up my little container of black pencils. Like I just do. That soothes my black little soul. So those are my favorites right now. So yeah, colored pencils, markers, and then paint. I just use the super cheap Apple Barrel acrylic paints. Like acrylic paint is one where I truly, personally, don't notice a huge difference when you buy really fancy versus super cheap. So, and you can do as many coats as you want. Like 1 or 2 of their colors I've found have been, really not opaque. But again, with acrylic, you can do as many coats as you want. No big deal. Yeah. You have the 100 black edition. See, I think I only got 40 pencils in my pack. And immediately once you got the bigger set, it jumped up so much in cost. And I was like, I can't do that. But I've been making do with those. So Posca alternatives. So I did a video on this one, the Artex acrylic markers, but they're like the bullet tips. And because they're the bullet tip, they're just like Poscas in every way, like how they perform, how you use them. It's a shake and pump. And they outperformed Poscas in everything, especially opacity. And they're much cheaper. So I will recommend those nonstop. I even told Paula, because she hasn't gotten the bullet tips yet, they're having her try all these other different things. I'm like, girl, the next time they send you something, ask them to send you these bullet tips, because I promise you will not touch a Posca again after you have them. Yep. Okay, good. We've got some other people in the comments that would agree on qualities. How do you find time to film, edit, create, wifey, and be a mama? Not easily, let's just say. It's hard. When I started my channel, you know, I was fully committed to the 2 videos a week, and I definitely feel like a lot of my household stuff kind of went asunder as a result. But, you know, I have a really good partner that is more than willing to jump in and help when I need help, which is super helpful. It's a balancing act is all I can say. Not a fun one either. You always feel like you're coming up short on something. But I think it really helps that as far as my audience, I think I have people that are super chill, super understanding of what I have going on. They definitely don't give me, you know, crap when I'm late on a video, when I skip a video. Like, I never have to answer for it, if that makes sense. People are like, do you? Family comes first. We know you have a lot going on. So that's helpful. It really is a balancing act and very hard to keep up. I'm very much considering, and I've been so firmly against it the whole time that I've been on YouTube, but I'm definitely considering, what am I, 270? Okay, it's 302 next. I am considering switching. I shouldn't say switching, but I've made it a point that I'm going to do a create this book every week, no matter what, because I don't want to fall behind on my prompts, blah, blah, blah. And I think I might have to just like let that go a little bit. And if I am going to be doing a video a week, one, I don't want it to get repetitive and only ever be create this book. So in that case, I might just have to, you know, do a create this book every other video. And then it's going to take me like 8 years to finish. I hate that idea. But at the same time, if I find myself in a position where I'm limited to only do 1 video a week, like, I don't want you guys to get bored. I have a ton of other ideas that I don't want going stale or anything like that. So, oh, that's so sweet. Okay. Oh, falling behind on the chat here. Okay. So the Artex I did not like is the brush tip. So these guys. Yeah, not a fan of these. These ones, most of the markers have gone dry on me already, and I've only had them for a couple of, it might be like a month and a half or 2 months at this point, but I've only used them like, I'd say 3 times. So yeah, very, very disappointed in these. But like I said, Artex is going to have me try the Simp Taps. So I'll still get the brush tip, which is what I'm very excited about. That's what I wanted to love about these. But I will be able to control the flow of paint to the tip. So I'm hoping that that'll be a nice alternative that I will like much better. Oswaldo, no, the shop has not launched yet, so it's gonna launch. We are now 3:40 my time. It launches at 5 my time, so 1 hour and 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, just do 40 new prompts. So in my last video, I did my we have 4 new prompts to tackle, and one of the commenters was like, I thought you said 40. And I was like, oh my gosh, can you imagine how long that video would be? I just decided to finish the book this episode. That's what I'm going to do. Just finish. Somebody else. What is the best white pen or paint pen for juicy highlights? So again, I would say this Artex is fire for really big, fat, juicy highlights. And then I like using this one for the smaller. This is kind of like my go-to highlight pen, and I only bust out that one when they're really thick highlights. But this is just a cheapy Amazon brand, and I will link it in the description when this is done recording, so that I have to edit the description since this was like the impromptu live thing. But yeah, I will link it. It's definitely linked in a few of my other video descriptions, but I wouldn't know which one to tell you, so don't go running off to try and find it. Can you reactivate with water? The Artex brush pens, you can. That's a hack that people have been circulating with. But like I said, I'm salty and I don't think I should have to if it's a brand new product. I do think when I get the Simp Taps and I do the video on those, I will go ahead and try that hack just to see that it works and like show the results on film, because I think it's worth it to mention in case somebody else doesn't know that you can do that hack. But yeah, I'm like want to burn those Artex pens. I'm so mad about them. And the hard thing is, it's not the case for everybody. Like, I know Creative Paula loves them. I know Rose Raquin loves them. So it's like some people got good batches and some people caught bad ones. And I, unfortunately, was one of the bad ones. Somebody asked me what I think of Copic. I haven't tried them because they're just completely out of my price range. So I don't know. Oh, Daria, you have been up so late. So go, girl. We'll see you at the shop later. Bye. It was what, midnight when we started for you? So. Yes, thank you for answering. This is the Just Add Spooky coloring book by Anchored Art Designs. Love her stuff. I did a video coloring in the Just Add Sparkles, which was fun. And then it's like she did this and it was just calling me. Like, Just Add Spooky, that's got Ashley written all over it. I'd choose Ohuhu over Copic any day, says Truly Scrumptious. So there you go. There's somebody who's tried both and can speak to it. That's the thing. It's like I can't say anything about Copics because I legit have not had the finances to even try them ever. But I also know Cat Art Illustrations. She's one of our 50-person collab, and she does amazing marker art. I mean, it's breathtaking what she can do, and she only uses Copics, like refuses to use anything else. So it's one of those. Oh, somebody asked if the shop is limited supply and if stuff will sell out. So yes and no. I have currently uploaded everything to have the quantity that I have in stock so that my website keeps track of like how much I have left. And then when I run out, will tell me like, you know, how much I have to make, if that makes sense. So everything has a quantity on it, and that's how much livestock I currently have. But I am making everything from home. So if something sells out, I'm going to be on the website and I'll just add more quantity and then I'll make them as they're purchased, if that makes sense. So people should be able to get whatever they want and not have to worry about seeing that like out of stock thing. But if I'm a little late to like upload more product, it might happen. So I'm going to try and be on it. All right, let's do some kind of gold. How can we work this? We'll do Y9, E2. Why are you yelling at me, Prince? Why are you yelling? Huh? Okay. Can you guys hear him? He is raising hell. Oh, now you want to come up here? Okay, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Don't waste my time. You're either in or you're out. Yeah. I don't know why he's being so needy. He's never this way. You're putting on a show for everybody. Mm-hmm. So, Prince is on his last leg. I'm certain of it. It makes me so sad. And, you know, I've had to like tell the kids to try and like prepare them. Like, I don't know how much longer he'll be around. And I remember when I was talking about shop mascot and everybody's like, do Prince. And I was like, oh, but that'll make it like so much harder when he's not with us anymore. I'll have to look at his face all the time. He's a good boy, though. Yep. Claws. Ow. Yes, exactly. If you're not talking to the animals, then all of a sudden they're like, Mommy, what about me? What about me? Give me attention. Phoenix is loud, Sarah. So Craftastic has 2 cats that are just adorable. Phoenix and Muse. I got that wrong in the Discord chat once because there's another girl in the chat, Loretta, who has a cat named Maze, and I totally got them confused. But Muse and Phoenix, and they are litter mates, and they are adorable, and I know that. But yeah. I'm not surprised, though. Orange cats are supposed to just be loud. Yes, Missy. Again, I did the live today because it was, you know, the date was significant and unfortunately Cody's at work. But I would love to have another one where he's here and he can feed me, you know, questions from the chat and stuff. So I can just like buckle down and focus on drawing. I'd still obviously be talking, but it's a lot easier to talk and draw than it is to read and talk and draw. I know, right? Someone said they love to see all the other YouTube artists on here showing support. And I'm telling you guys, best community. It's so weird to me to watch other niches on YouTube and they're almost like competitive with each other. And it's like, that's just not how we do it here. And it's so, okay, but I love you. You're going to have to move. I'm going to have to move. Yeah, we have some good people here. It's hands down like the best decision I've ever made to start doing YouTube again. And it's surprisingly, it's nothing like the first time I did YouTube. And oddly, in some ways, which is more than I have now, but I don't know, they weren't active like all of my subscribers are now. And I don't know. I think I popped with one video and that brought a lot of people in, but they weren't invested in the content I was putting out and whatever else. But it wasn't an art channel. It was just like a lifestyle mommy channel thing. So I don't know. I honestly too, I had told people when I was doing it, I was like, I don't know where this channel is going to go. Cause like, there's only so much new stuff that I can do as a mom. And then every day is just the same. And it's a roundabout kind of a thing. But yeah, deciding to get back on YouTube. Cause I also got a lot of hate on the first channel. Cause again, it was a lifestyle channel and Cody was female at the time. So we're like this lesbian couple that just had a new baby and people will say all kinds of things. And I don't mind. Honestly, I have thick skin. So you can say whatever you want to me. But like when you're calling my brand new baby an abomination to God, I'm like, you know? So that was why I quit, honestly. I was like, I can't have my kids growing up and seeing that somebody said this awful stuff about them. That's just not cool. So to get back into it for the art side of it, and my kids will occasionally make an appearance on my channel, not often, but to have just this overwhelming support from everybody, it's like, this is totally different this time around. And I'm so happy that I did it. I'm so grateful for all of you guys, and just, it's like, wow, YouTube has a good side. It's not all bad. Oh my God, you guys are getting all sweet in the comments. Of course. And yes, the world can be very toxic, very hateful. I've never understood it. I don't see why people want to go out of their way to make somebody else upset, sad, feel bad. Like, we grew up with the golden rule, treat others how you want to be treated. And I just don't get why some people don't. Why some people really want to hurt. And I know everybody says the same thing. Like, it all comes back to them in their lives and how miserable they are, and misery loves company. They just want to make somebody else feel bad. But that almost makes me sad for them. It's like, why is that what you wake up with the ambition to do? Unless you're like a 90-year-old person that's on their way out. I might live to make other people miserable too, but just on a daily, dude, you are clawing my hip. That hurts, Prince. Oh, goodness. Yes, I love that you found your people. I did. You guys are my people. Prince is back. Hi. I think you know what's happening here. I think you see yourself and you're enjoying it. You like the attention, don't you? But you make it very hard to work. You're kind of in my way, and I'm not used to this. Oh, yeah, definitely. Somebody asked if Cody was to moderate one of my chats, would you get to ask him questions? For sure. That is one thing I've always really appreciated about Cody. Uh-oh. Did I not? Okay. I think maybe. Let me just clear this off. I think I might have reactivated some black and it's messing up my skull. So where's my alcohol? And I just spray rubbing alcohol on my little divider thing. Oh, it's on the wrong side. Okay, so it just, when I used the alcohol markers, the sheet kind of turned clear then, and I saw that coming through, but it's not actually mixing with my yellow. That's good. But yeah, Cody is such a good sport about the YouTube thing. I know a lot of people, and no shade to anybody, because not everybody wants to have their face on camera. Like, that is just not a life that a lot of people choose, which is totally fine. But I have seen a lot of YouTubers that it's like, oh, my partner doesn't want to be on camera, and so you never see that side of them. And Cody's kind of an open book like I am. So he will happily answer questions that come in for him in the next one. Where do you suggest to learn to draw people like you do? Ugh. See, that's hard because I learned what I learned. I went to basically an art school. Like, it wasn't an art college. It was just a high school that had majors that were all art related. So they had dancing, singing, theater, creative writing, all of the art majors. And if you went to this high school, then an hour and a half a day you spent in that artistic major. And my major was visual arts, drawing, painting, sculpture, and all that. So that's where I learned most of what I did, which makes it rough because it's like that's not just a class you can go sign up for and take in your free time. I mean, I would have to look into it before I give a full, what am I going to say, endorsement. But, you know, I did just do the, oh my gosh, my brain's shutting off at this point. I did just do the video for Skillshare. And mind you, the only videos that I was watching were pertaining to like small business and then the Procreate. But I mean, they have all kinds of videos on there and it's all free trials. So, I mean, you could try it. If you don't like it, you didn't, you know, you're not out any money. I will say it is very hard. That platform is super saturated with classes and you really have to look to find good ones. They have a lot of doozies on there. I wasn't going to say that in their video, of course, but there are good ones. You just have to really look for them. Krista, I'm so sorry to hear about your mom, and I'm glad that, you know, art channels, it feels like what we do here is so trivial, but I have heard from so many people, like, you help make my day better, and it makes me feel like, wow, I'm just sitting here doing some freaking coloring, and it's making a difference in somebody's life, and that's huge. So, again, I'm sorry that you go through what you go through, and only glad I can kind of help. How do you decide what colors to use for shadows and highlights? Well, I mean, generally, I'd say I'd like to stick to like a 3-color system. So the gold, I ended up doing a little bit more just because it's going to be very prismatic. You know, gold has a huge shine on it, which basically means you're going from like a dark, dark, dark to white. But normally I'll just like look at my little color chart here and then I'll do like 3 neighboring shades. So if I was to do, you know, a green, I might then do like the green, yellow 4, green, yellow 3, green, yellow 2. Green, yellow 2 is going to be my shadows. Green, yellow 3 is going to be my base. Green, yellow 4 is going to be my highlights. So that's it. Just, you know, a little small spectrum of colors that are all very similar and in 3 different shades. And go from there. Other than art, what is your, oh my gosh, see, brain is shutting off. Maybe this is why live shouldn't go over 3 hours. Other than art, what are some of your other favorite hobbies / things to do? So I'm sorry, am I in your way? That must be rough for you to have me away. I really am just like a homebody couch potato. Like my happiest moments when I'm not making art are just sitting on the couch watching movies. But if I have to pick like out there hobbies, I definitely love water sports, which might seem kind of weird, but like being out on the water to me is so much fun. Jet skiing, that kind of thing. Even just paddle boarding, but I can't paddleboard standing up. I don't know if my balance is off or what, but I have to just like sit and I paddleboard on. And somebody told me, why don't you canoe? And it's like, my ass is too big for canoes. I was in one once and it capsized, it tipped over and I couldn't get out of it because my butt was too big. Luckily, I got out like just in time, but I'm telling you, I thought I was going to die that day. Thought I was going to drown with my butt stuck in a kayak. But yeah, so I love being out on the water. What else do I like to do? Surely there are things that I like to do. Well, I guess it's no different from sitting and watching movies and true crime and stuff, but playing video games is still a sedentary hobby. Surely I have hobbies. Surely. It must be. Oh, it's juicy highlight time. I'm so late on it. So late. Dang it. It's like the song lyrics and the hobbies. You guys keep catching me with things that I just can't answer. I don't know. See, it's times like these too that it would be super helpful for Cody to be here, because he could be like, you like to do this? Yeah, I do. You're right. Late to the party, but glad I'm here. Thank you. Which games, we kind of touched on this, Jacqueline, earlier in the chat. I listed a few games, but my top two are Halo and Mario Kart. Honestly, anything Mario is fun, but Mario Kart, I mean, you could just over and over and over and somehow never lose interest. What else we got? Didn't you say once that you like to bake? Okay, so yes and no. I like the feeling of baking for my family, so it makes me feel very like domestic and fancy. I do not enjoy baking. I don't enjoy cooking. I do it in my house because Cody can't. And he actually enjoys baking. He just made a bread pudding the other day that was not too bad. But yeah, I feel bad because I'm a very picky eater, and whenever he tries to cook, like I'm like, I'm not going to eat this. I don't like it. So awful. But yeah, so that's why I do a lot of the like cooking and baking. And I do love the feeling of baking something for my family. It feels like I'm, nourishing them and it's the good mom feeling. I feel like a good mom when I do it. But I don't like look up recipes. I'm like, ooh, what can I bake today? No, that's not my jam. And I feel bad when like my cousin, she is quite the baker, and she tries to talk recipes with me, and I'm like, no, none of that. Oh my God. You scared me, baby.
I just scared. I need to go caca.
Okay.
But I don't need to go in the party.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll just use the elevator in the closet.
Uh-huh.
I'll go get it myself.
Okay. You go get him.
Okay. I was just spinning the box.
Oh, my pulse is like through the roof. I don't know why I didn't just assume it was Phoebe. She scared me so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, we are 4:02. Wow, I really thought I was going to do a lot more in this book than I did. And I didn't even get to do any of the girls yet. Okay. I'm still trying to get my body to like calm down. I don't know why she scared me so bad. I really like thought that somebody was creeping up behind me. Like there's nobody in my home but my child. It couldn't have been anybody but her. Because I didn't hear the approach, just the collision. Okay, so question for you guys, because Phoebe just told me that she needs to go number 2. And she is not toilet trained for number 2s yet. It is so frustrating because she's been toilet trained for number 1s for ages. She's just got a mental block about going number 2 on the potty, and apparently that's normal. Welcome to having kids. You can try and try and try, and the more you try, the less they want to do it. So I am going to have to go change her pull-up once she's done, which could take a couple of minutes. So do you guys want to stop at this one, or are you guys comfortable sitting and waiting for me to come back? Because I will have to dip out and abandon the live for a minute. I maybe overdid it with the sparkles on this gold pap, but you know what? I like it. I don't like it. All right, I think that one's good. Okay, people don't mind waiting. Cool. She's not done yet, but when she is, then just know that I'll dip out for 2 shakes. I even told myself too, I was like, because I'm home alone with her, I know she's gonna have to go. It's gonna happen. This live has just been, it's been so much fun, but it has been jinxed. It has been jinxed. All right, let's get cleaned up here. And that leaves us with like 30 minutes for me to scramble and do another page. And I have to do a pretty girl. I just have to. I purposely made myself not do pretty girls because I wanted to step out of my wheelhouse. But that's what I like. Okay. I think my favorite, but there's Medusa too. Okay, Medusa, Frankenstein girl, won't do the leaves. Vamp girl, she's really pretty. I want to do Vamp girl. Behind the pages, somebody asked what I'm using. This comes with pretty much every like set of alcohol markers you'll ever get, but they'll send you a little like cool silicone sheet that is bleed proof, so you won't get the marker bleeding over to the other pages. Vampire, vampire, 2 votes vampire. What? Oh, I didn't do candy corn, dude. Well, I'm just, I'm going to have to make like an extra video on this. Or maybe just like color them and post them to my Instagram or something like that. Vamp girl, vamp girl. Okay. 1 Medusa, 2 Medusa. You didn't get one, Krista. What brand did you buy that this didn't come with? Because I feel like I got this with my cheapy Sanjokis that I don't like. I got this with Ohuhu, and I got this with Cali Art. But I will say, on my normal videos, I have a really big like silicone mat that I put behind everything so that I don't get any damage to my desk. And that I got on Amazon. They're super cheap. It's just like a silicone placemat. And the last brand I mentioned, Cali Art. So, oh crap. You know what? I took it out of the bags, but I'll type it. Cali Art, and they are on Amazon. And like I said, those are the ones that I feel are extremely comparable in quality to the Ohuhus, but they are significantly cheaper. So if I currently, with the stash that I have, if I run out of markers and I have to buy some, no company's gonna send them to me, I would buy Cali Art. Right? Do another live, no editing required, right? Spooky coloring round 2. And I'll be prepared this time. We'll start on time. Okay, so it looks like Vamp Girl has the majority of the votes. And we will do Medusa next time then. This is actually fun. And like you said, no editing. I think I understand why a lot of people do lives for that reason, because editing is by far the worst part of YouTube videos. Oh, it is so tedious and time consuming. You ready?
Yeah.
Y'all done? Okay. I'm going to go change a diaper. I will be right back.
I thought you just say yes for a special treat if you're done.
Well, yeah, but I'm not done yet, baby.
You're not done?
I'm not done yet.
Well, not time. We're not on time. Because I want you to be done.
Yes, I want to be done too. And it's almost time. Almost time. We have about 30 minutes. Fast as you in about 30 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let me wash my hands.
I'm just going to get my mask too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get what you need.
Okay. What?
I'm just laughing at you. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. We back. Oh my gosh, still no power, Paula? Poor creative Paula has had these like rolling blackouts because of the drought in her country. And fires and all sorts of awful things. Okay, let me catch up, see if I missed anything. Ugh, you guys are all sweet. Hattie, shout out to you. Oh, I think the iPad's getting cranky. It keeps wanting to lose picture for us. Okay, colors. Obviously, we're gonna have to do some reds. We'll do some reds. We put some of these back. The cleanup is the most annoying part of all of this. I really just need like a side table, but then I'd have troubles finding them when I need to actually use them. I was gonna say I just need to put a big, what? That is not where that belongs. No, okay, there we go. Got it. Yeah, I was gonna say I should just like have a table I could set to the side for all my discarded markers that I'm not currently using. But then if I needed to use one of those colors in another project same day, then I'd have trouble finding it. So whatever. We will clean as we go, annoying as it is. It's pouring right now, rain, Paula? Oh, that's so good to hear. Hopefully that helps. Because this has been like a week and a half now that this has been happening to you, right? Okay. Dang it, silver down. Okay, where's okay. Colors. Okay, cool. Let's give her call me predictable, but I want to give her the vamp hair that I had when it was red. Just a little red bang, and the rest can be black. I really do miss it. That and the pink. I loved the pink too. I don't miss the purple much. I don't really miss the blonde either. But the red and the pink, those were good ones. Fanciful Fantasies, shout out to you. Yeah, and that hurricane. People are talking about being out of power for the hurricane, too. That's a lot of natural disasters happening right now. But global warming, that's a hoax. Sorry. Not going to get politically sassy on here. But again, I've mentioned the like global warming environmental stuff before on my channel, and it's like that shouldn't be political at all. Like, we all live on planet Earth, and should something happen, we're all gonna go with it. Just saying. Oh, you've tried to stay awake to the launch. That's okay. Yeah, we still have another 42 minutes to go, so good night, and thank you so much for watching. Appreciate ya. And everything will be there tomorrow when you wake up. Ooh, Redhead Paula. I could see it. I love red hair, though. I don't know. There's just, maybe it's because, you know what I bet it is? I bet it's The Little Mermaid, because I was obsessed with The Little Mermaid growing up. And now I don't know what it is, but I just feel like redheaded people are just like the most beautiful. The most beautiful. You can skip ahead. Somebody says, this is live. Why can I skip ahead? I don't know. Shouldn't be able to. Maybe your computer lets you join like a little bit back. I enjoyed the purple too when my hair was purple. I think what it was, again, is just me being so nuts about the colors and things. And I would say purple is easily the thing I have the least amount of in my closet. So I could never wear anything that matched with that. It was like I was forced to wear black all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I love black, but hi, Caitlin. Yeah, silver. I would love silver hair if I could ever get mine bleached. But okay, so I had said this at the beginning of the live, and probably a lot of you weren't there for it because we've been going for a while here. I'm sure there's been people in and out. But I had said that my next like hair plan, because I actually miss having color in my hair, but I don't want to bleach it or anything like that again. I was going to get some like platinum blonde extensions and use semi-permanent dye to dye all of them, all the fun colors. And then I could just like pop the clip-in extensions in whenever I want. So I still have pops of color whenever it suits me, and I can like change them to match whatever I'm wearing that day. And yeah, I'm digging that idea. I think that might be a thing that happens. And if I do that route, then I don't even have to worry about whether or not I can bleach my hair light enough. Like, I can buy practically white extensions, and then I could try the silver. The more I talk about it, the more I'm selling myself on it. Oh, I didn't think about the bat. We'll make the bats silver. Like, the black bats aren't going to stand out against her black hair. We'll make them silver. And I am just butchering the lines on these. So I'll have to use some guesswork when I come back through to fix those. Someone said you can buy different color. Yeah, I feel like I could buy a full like pack of the blonde for a lot cheaper than buying individual colors. And then I already have all of the colored dyes here because that's what I was dyeing my hair with. And I have blue and I have green on top of the colors I actually got to do, because those were the plans of what was to come next before my hair decided not to cooperate. So I was trying to save a buck, be efficient. I don't mind doing the extra work of dyeing them myself. Some of us have some natural silver slowly creeping in. I'm lucky, knock on wood. Oh man. Yeah, 33 and not a single gray hair yet. I also am constantly doing stuff to my hair, so I don't know if I'm like covering them up as they come in and just not noticing. But yeah, ugh. Cody's going white. I'm constantly, he likes me to like tweeze him whenever I find him, and I'm like, oh, got another one, got another one. It happens to us all. And I'd like to say that when I start to go gray, like I'll embrace it and just do the all over silver. We'll find out. I would love to still be on YouTube when that happens. Nice. Orange for Halloween, yes. Oh, and the coloring book thing, yes. So it's been regularly discussed on my channel that I need to do a coloring book, and I do love that idea. I really do. It would be a lot of work, but now that I have Procreate and whatnot, I definitely think it's something that I can do. And since that's what y'all want, I like to give you what you want. Happy to do it. It'll just be, you know, an in progress thing for a while. Rome wasn't built in a day, but you guys are all such rock stars. Like, I know you'll still be around. You'll be here when it happens. Fully gray at 33. That's was Steve Martin. That guy was in like his 20s and fully gray. It's just happens. It happens to some people. But I know I'm not going to be one of those that's impervious, because my mom's in her 50s and her sisters are as well, and they're getting a lot of grays. So I imagine that's probably when it'll set in for me. It's so true. Usually, pretty much all millennials in the chat. Couple of Gen Xers. It's really funny to see my demographics. You know, YouTube will tell you all of the analytics on your channel and who's watching and whatnot. And I guess I always thought, because of the like spooky style or whatever, that I'd have a lot more male viewers, and nope. It's only a few, you guys. So thank you. Thanks for being there. Not putting me at a full 0. But yeah, people of all ages, genders. It's pretty cool to see. And from so many different locations. Like, it blows my mind how many international people I have on this channel that, you know, I almost wonder, and I could be way off base here, but it almost seems like in other countries, it's more accepted, this like spooky, alternative, gothic stuff, because it just seems like Americans don't like it that much. And they really want the rainbows and the cutesy, which is fine too. I mean, I like doing art like that. I have done art like that here on the channel, you know, to give the people that want the cheery art a little something every now and then. But yeah, I mean, I like watching the creepy stuff. But it seems like, maybe I'm generalizing, that most of the people that enjoy that stuff on my channel, they're like, yeah, more of that. They're all international. And I'm like, huh, is there a correlation there? Cody is, somebody asked how old Cody is. So I have to keep track for him because he doesn't even know. 37. Just turned 2. September 6th was his birthday. He is a Virgo, and not a very good one. Virgos are supposed to be like really detail oriented, very picky, persnickety, and Cody is like aloof with a capital A. He's just, I mean, he just flies by the seat of his pants. It's so freaking funny. There was a meme that circulated that I think applies very well. And it was like, my husband would never cheat on me because I'd have to plan that for him. And it's like, yes, Cody just asks where we're going and when and shows up. Oh, rising and moon sign. I don't know those. We're very like base zodiac stuff is what I'm aware of. I don't even know my own moon and rising sign. I find that stuff funny though. Sometimes like astrology is just on point and sometimes not so much. Someone asked what color are cherry stems? Red? Am I wrong? Red, brown, black? Any of the above? Okay, good. Cincinnati Eddie gets me too because he does a ton of Pokemon work, like amazing Pokemon pieces, and says audience is mostly female too. So yeah, you know, maybe guys just don't like to watch art stuff that much. That's what I'm telling myself. Maybe that's where they are, not here. But the ones that are my type of guys. Okay. I always go through this drama when I try and make a really pale girl. Like I can't get them pale enough. Yes, Paula, I showed all of the inventory while you were gone. Was that when you stepped out? Because I feel like you were the one that asked me to show everything, right? And then everybody was like, yeah, show us. Yeah, see, she's pale, but she's not quite ghostly enough. Oh, well. We're going to roll with it. We've got, technically my time's supposed to be up. Roll. We might literally be here until the launch together. Didn't see that one coming. Okay, we got to blaze through this Chica then. Because I would hate to not change the shop homepage and have people not be able to get in at 5. Make a liar out of myself. No, I just got here. Don't leave. Seriously, I'm having a lot of fun with this. And I remember like as soon as I started having issues when we went to go start, I was like, I'm never doing a live again, was all I was thinking to myself. This is a disaster. I'm never doing a live again. And now I'm like, when should my next one be? This is fun. I enjoy this. How long have you and Cody been married? So we got married in December of 2018. So yeah, it'll be 6 years this December. Time flies when you're having fun. But to be fair, we weren't dating long before we got married. So we started dating in July of 2017 and then got married December of 2018. Typical lesbians. I can't use my lesbian card anymore now that Cody transitioned. It's so hard, especially around Pride Month. And it's like everybody thinks you're an ally. It's like, oh, I lost my gay card, didn't I? I just look like a regular person. I want to start an art project right now. What medium should I use? You just want me to name something random? Watercolor. Watercolor is so much fun. She needs more hair happening. Trying to make it look nice and go fast at the same time, and the two do not compute. I can't believe it already hit 4:30. That's just wild to me. And Cody normally is on his way right now and would call and hasn't called, so maybe he's still watching and knows. He knows I'm not done yet. Cody, come home. Take care of your child. That's right. I lost my gay card. Now I just get the queer card. Bye, Christine. Have a good night. Courageous painting is out. She's so sweet. They all are. It's so wild. If anything, I feel like I need to step my game up to be as nice as some of these people. It's so cool to see. But I love that little community. Best thing ever. I'm so glad that Di came up with that collab. Met some super cool people that I don't think, I mean, like, you know, there are some big names on there, and I certainly would have never had the balls to, you know, reach out and be like, hi, can I ask you some questions? And I was like, they're just in my back pocket. Just got to open the Discord chat. And if you have a question, there they are. Phoebe is being very patient. Like I said, she'll play on that ABC mouse forever. Forever. But yeah, she's being great back there. I thought she would bother me a whole lot more. But yeah, she's holding out. Oh, were your ears burning? Did you hear us talking about you? Oh, Ghosty. You're Ghosty.
Yes.
You want to show everybody?
Show everybody.
They can hear you. They can't see you.
Sure.
So she's Ghosty from Spider-Man and Friends. Gwen Stacy. Oh, I think Daddy's home. Yep. Daddy's home. And I'm still on live. I wasn't keeping track of the time very well. All right, let's get some red lips on her. I keep scooting out of frame, dang it. Everybody says hi, Cody. Oh dear. Now I'm frazzled. Now I have an audience. Which is different from the last. Did I just use the same color? I did. Wow. Wow. What? Oh, yes. Cody says you guys are amazing. I don't know why he's whispering. They are so amazing.
That mic is hot too.
Ooh! Thanks, bestie. Now her tooth is going to turn orange because I got red on it. Dang it. Dang. So one thing I hate when you mess up alcohol markers, they're very hard to cover. A lot of them like to peek through. I appreciate you tiptoeing, Cody, but everybody knows you're here.
I've never seen a live. That was fun.
So of course she had to poop.
I tried to listen as much as I could.
Oh.
You know, on and off the phone. But, and that's what I was saying. Like that mic is hot. I could hear in the bathroom.
Oh really?
Yeah. And then she needed her ghosty suit, and yeah.
Oh, Jessica Lemon wants to know if you finished the diamond painting. He's still going strong on it. I can't believe he stole it from me. So I told you guys Jessica Lemon sent me this awesome care package, and one of the things in there was this really cute butterfly diamond painting. And I was like, oh, I'll give that a go maybe when I have time. And Cody took over and has been diamond painting now.
I really do hope you do another one. It's just been like so fun even to listen to. It's like a podcast kind of.
Kind of, yeah. Except you have to be able to see what I'm doing.
That's sweet. You got the 2 cameras hooked up though.
Yeah. It was drama.
I felt so bad.
Like, of course this would happen.
I was thinking like, what can I say to work? Be like, I have to leave, but I don't know what to do when I'm there.
Right? Not gonna help. Not gonna help.
Prince was your guest quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden he wanted to be involved. But he did.
He knew a camera was on.
Okay. Oh, well. Too late now. Changed my mind on wanting to make this dress black. But I got it. We're in it now. Horror reverse coloring. Somebody says there is a book for horror reverse coloring. I'd be interested. I would check it out. I don't know. The reverse coloring didn't really work great for me. Again, I think my brain just doesn't work in reverse like that too much. Even as a kid, I feel like I had no imagination. And when you play that game where you look at the clouds and see what's in them, I'm like, looks like a cloud to me. Boring. So just said, but it was fabulous. Well, thank you. Thank you. Ooh, black and red. Ah, that could be good. Do the lighter spots with some red. Cape red to play on her hair. All right, let's just bash this out with black and red, black and red, black and red. But I mean, those are vamp colors, so makes sense. She's working very hard, Cody says. This isn't work, this is play. So much fun, time flies. Maybe, since I'm doing her cape red, maybe I could do her dress like purple? Or I could just keep it this like blackish gray. I could do that. I just don't want to overdo the red on her, you know? Krista, you're asking where is Landon? This is a dad day for him, so he is not here. If he was here, I would not be able to do this live just because he goes to school clear across town. So on Landon days, I literally spend 2 to 3 hours each way in the car. It's exhausting. Like, drop him off, come home, go pick him up, come back home. So, yeah, if he had been here today, this would not be happening. Would have been like, oh, live would have been fun for the 1 year anniversary, but it's not happening on a Landon day. But I miss him terribly. It's very, very hard sharing custody. You know, goes back to somebody asked like how I like being a mom and having kids. Like, great. But make sure it's with the right person, because sharing custody is awful. Awful. Okay. So I said for her earrings we would do silver, because I feel like that's kind of vampy, but should we do gold? Silver or gold? We need the link again? What link? Sin City Yeti, what link? Gold, silver, gold. Oh, for your store. Got it. artwithash.com. Okay. Looks like silver's pulling ahead. And we gotta go. So let's do it. Oh, I didn't do her eyes. What am I doing? Should those be red too? It's like the last coloring page we're going to do, and I need you guys to make all the decisions for me so I can move really fast. Eyes red, eyes like a natural color, icy blue. Launch, yay! It's there, it's happening. Click over and get to it. It's funny, on my shipping policies, I like said that I won't send any orders out until the weekend following when the order is placed. But I just know if I'm there and I'm watching what's coming in, I'm gonna pack whatever orders come in today for sure. Gray eyes, red eyes, icy blue. Oh, people are loving the icy blue. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, and she's got tattoos. How did I overlooked a lot in this picture. Oh, and I didn't finish her dress. Gosh, I am a mess on this one. We are gonna work wicked fast. As fast as my markers will take me. Icy blue. So we'll do BG3, BG1. I love how like I'm not even communicating anymore. It's just do-do-doos. Do-do-doos. Gotta get through this. Fast, fast. It's juicy highlight time. The last one of the day. Honestly, though, it has been so much fun doing this. And again, sorry about all the drama at the beginning. Next time, I will definitely just out of the gate use this program. And I might have to pay to upgrade to get rid of the little stupid duck in the corner, but we'll work it out, whatever it is. But seriously, appreciate you guys so much for being here with me. And if you go to the shop after, oh, you would be my best friend. It's my baby, and I can't believe like it's really, really here. We're really, really going to launch, and I'm really, really going to be a small business owner. That is just insane. Gidget, you think the duck on the corner is cute? I mean, it's not an ugly duck. It's just not on brand at all. but I can play with that software a little bit more and figure out, because there's so many like settings on here. That's why everybody said to use it. And I was like, I'm just trying to do a very basic live stream. I don't need, you know, the different layouts, and like you can highlight comments and have them pop up on the screen. It's like, it's just not for my first time. That's too much too much. Okay. Oh, wait, she needs some sparkles on that necklace. For sure. It's gems. We need to sparkle. Okie dokie. I think we're calling it. You guys have been so great. Let me, oh wait, I can't close out of that one because that's what we started it on. So yeah. But thank you guys for being here, for chilling with me. This is a whole new world, this live thing. And I do think there will be a next time. So 4 hours later, I'm going to hurry up and jump over to my website and open it up. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. Bye.
Thanks for the support.
Yes, thank you for the support, Cody says. You guys are awesome. Stop cam on that one. Okay, let's see if end stream. Yes. Bye.
You did so